Yes, everybody, welcome back to the Irish Hotspur here. Of course, this is your watch along for what is a really highly anticipated game against Liverpool. Will Spurs show a different side to themselves that they did against Nottingham Forest? I don't think it could get any worse, really, in terms of performance wise than Nottingham Forest, especially from those players. So let's see if we can see a reaction. Let's see if we can see a response. And also just have something to cling on to before Christmas, really, from these players. Be nice if they could give us at least a little present of a performance.
Mm.
But if I were also to be a tad bit selfish this year for Christmas. Hopefully, Santa doesn't get mad at me. Be nice if we could actually get a point, I think, out of this as well. Some people might even be more selfish and want 3 points because we've already dropped so many this season already against teams that you just shouldn't be. The Wolves, these teams like Fulham at home, etc. And it feels like, as much as Liverpool has been historically one of the hardest teams for us, if not the hardest team for us, it feels like in the last 25 years or so. I think we need to see a much, much better performance than we saw against Forest. And I think we're also looking to get a point as well. In terms of the lineup, I'll read it aloud to you guys, but there is debate as to what sort of shape we'll be getting. Dave seems to think it could be a 4-2-2-2, a 4-2-2-2, if you will, or will it just be something like the 4-3-3, but maybe with Xavi Simons playing off the left instead of a Lucas Bergvall. But we have Vicario back in goals. Of course, we're going to need to see a much better performance from Vicario after the blunders against Forest. It is going to be Pedro Porro and Jed Spence at fullback. We know that Pedro Porro hasn't had great games recently. Also, Jed Spence included in the lineup after what was a bit of a bust up, at least in the dugout after being subbed off in the last game. Romero, Van de Ven are your center backs, of course. Bentoncourt keeps his team spot in the lineup. No Paulinho. It seems like Paulinho maybe isn't the favorite right now for whatever reason under Thomas Frank. Maybe there's an injury there or a knock, or maybe he just doesn't seem to like what he's offering for whatever reason at the moment. And he has stuck with Archie Gray alongside him. That seems to be his preferred pairing at the moment. With Bergvall coming into the team, it's been a while since we've seen Lucas Bergvall being given a start. And then up front, a new combination. I'm not sure if we've seen this combination before, but it's going to be Cole Moani, Muhammad Kudus, and then Xavi Simons all up front, at least from what we can tell. Dave, just any thoughts on maybe why you might think it could be something like we saw against PSG, a 4-2-2-2? Is that just because Liverpool are such a good team that he might look for that shape in this game?
I think when you look at PSG, one thing they were really good at, and one thing I said they needed to find a game plan for, heading into that game was, despite them being very good on the ball, we can't just sit off them and allow them to play. We have to try and find a way of getting in amongst them and getting at them, which they don't like, which has sort of ruffled them up. Good players on the ball are not used to that, so they don't like it. And he done that against PSG, and it worked really well. It meant we could sort of get involved, mix it up. We're not allowing them to sort of get to the for large parts, we didn't allow them to get to the edge of our box and stuff like that. And we mixed it up, and we had a few good breakaways, and we laid a bit of a glove on them. And I just wonder, does he look at that and sort of go, right, this is the way I need to approach this game or games against sort of the bigger teams in the league? And I just think, when you look at the lineup that's selected, there's easily four centre midfielders in there, and Kudus then can double up front with Mawani. But then I do worry about maybe not having the wit, against Arsenal. That came back to bite us, not having any wit whatsoever. And I worry about that a little. But initially, it does look like a 4-2-2-2-2, and he's going to sort of try and just not allow Liverpool any sport or space through the middle of the pitch, which then means you're heavily relying on the likes of Jed Spence and Pedro Porro defensively and going forward. And
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see how it works. Although I would argue, I think he's made a big mistake not playing João Palhinha. If you want to be combative and robust in the middle of midfield, there's no better player than João Palhinha to play in there. And it's almost getting to the point, does he not fancy him? Does João Palhinha maybe not believe in what he's being asked to do? And, stuff like that. I just don't understand why he's dropped him. But then maybe Thomas Frank is saying, look, I'm going to start trusting some of the younger members around the squad. They're giving me more energy and stuff like that, and see
More
how
on the
it goes.
ball.
But I just think it might come back to bite us. I'm just not sure we have enough. At the end of the day, though, I hate Liverpool almost as much as I do Arsenal, and I want to pull something out of this game. So hopefully we can. It'd be interesting to see how it works out and if it works. Will we be too narrow in terms of what in possession? That's what I'm worried
Yeah.
about. When we turn it over, are we going to be too narrow in possession? And that's my huge concern today. But I also think it's a very good test of actually where this squad is at. Because I was just looking at the game we played them 6-3 last year, and a lot of the other fixtures we played them in last year, in around similar time. We've no Basuma today, no Papa Matasar, no Kulizeski, no Madison, no Son, no Solanke. That's 6 players, from midfield up that all started, in that game last year. So it'll be interesting to see how this squad matches up. Are they going to end up taking similar or worse tonkins than what that team did last year, or are they not? Because if they don't, then the squad isn't as bad as maybe of what's being portrayed. But equally, it's not the same Liverpool team either. No Salah, no Gakpo, no Diaz, in that starting lineup today. So that front three isn't the same. So hopefully it works out in our favour and we can get at them. And also the 2 fullbacks, no Robertson, no Trent Alexander-Arnold. So there are areas in this Liverpool team where we can get up. But I think it'll be interesting to see, how this matches up without Kulizeski, Madison and Solanke. For instance, if there's, do they give Liverpool a better game? Because if they do, then, the assertion that we're waiting for these guys to come back and sort of improve everything and stuff like that, I think then doesn't really hold too much water.
Yeah. I'm excited to see Kolo Muani maybe on his own in this game. I think Richarlison was just put in a very Richarlison-esque performance where if he's not scoring, it's almost kind of like with Brennan Johnson of last season, where like if he's not scoring, he's not really contributing. It feels like a whole lot. And I wonder if Kolo Muani's just had to be forced to play out wide because we know that he offers a goal threat as well, but he's just a bit more competent, a bit more dangerous on the ball. And he even did show that at one stage, I think, against Forest when we were just asking for guys just to be able to do the simples and the basics. Kolo Muani was almost doing more than that. He was skinning 3-4 players in that Forest team. So I'm excited to see what he could do against a Liverpool team. And to be fair, though, Dave, I think you did ask for someone to be able to run in behind, this Liverpool backline. Richarlison, maybe because of all his injuries, maybe he just doesn't have that burst of pace like he used to. He doesn't seem to back himself maybe in some of these sprints. He has sometimes looked a bit slow when he is in behind, whereas Kolo Muani does still look pretty rapid. He does look like he could maybe get in behind someone like a Van Dijk or a Konate. He's not just going to try to hold it up and fall over, like Richie does. He's going to probably mix it up, you would imagine.
Well, I think that's very important for me today, Jack, because what we can't do is get embroiled in a physical battle and play everything to the striker's feet, with his back to goal. Because that's what Van Dijk and Konate want. I've watched more than enough of Konate at the Aviva and also Van Dijk, believe it or not, up close and personal, but also enough on TV to sort of know that that's what they're looking for. They're looking for that physical battle and they'll ragdoll you around all game. What they don't like is players playing off their shoulder. And that's what we need to do, especially Konate today. We need to play off his shoulder. That's where the joy is going to come from. We have to. But I also, in a way, I do actually want it to be the 4-2-3-1 or the 4-3-3, Jack, because I believe there are 2 fullbacks you can get at as well. Kirkesh, very lightweight, hasn't hit the ground running, making a lot of mistakes. Mo Kudus up against him, physicality-wise, it's not even a match. Could get a lot of joy there. Same with Connor Bradley. A little bit better on that side, a little bit more settled. But again, you can get at them. So we can't get involved in the physical battle. We have to put balls in behind them and stretch that back line today.
100%. Just on the bench, quickly, Kinski's in there. Dragishin, Dave pointed out to me, which I didn't notice earlier. He's got sharper eyes than me today. He was on the bench as well. He makes his return finally. Danzo as well. So we have 2 center backs to pick from there. Paulinho is on the bench. Richarlison's on the bench. Matisse Tell, we have said, even though maybe it was probably a bit of a long shot for him to start in this game, you'd maybe like to see him as an impact sub if it comes to that, if it's necessary. Johnson is on the bench as well, continues to be on the bench. So you wonder if there is some truth to these rumors. And I wouldn't say that Thomas Frank really dispelled them with some of his answers, actually, in the press conference. He seemed to indicate that maybe there is some truth to the fact that he could be leaving. And Odebear is there as well with Ben Davis, of course. But let's get to some lovely people in the chat here. Let's see what they have to say. William Webb saying Frank should watch the Newcastle forwards against Chelsea. They defended from the front, energy and crosses continually put into the box where players were waiting, plenty of shots. I think what he should take from the Newcastle-Chelsea game was just how end-to-end it was, how entertaining it was, just how each team wasn't really afraid of each other, really. There was like sort of that, like, yeah, we're going to go for the win. No, we're going to go for the win, type of thing. It didn't seem like any team really sat off each other at any stage. It's almost like maybe using a reference from last night, but of a bit of a boxing match where they were just sort of trying to deal blow after blow to each other and ended up sort of finishing out as a draw, of course, but it was far more entertaining than most Spurs games I've seen this season. Dan Coy saying, evening, Jack and Dave. Big game tonight. I'm happy with the lineup. We need a good performance tonight, though. And then the next game, and then the game after that, says Game Boy, Dan Coy. And then the game after that, and then the game after that. Sounds like Dan's going to need to see more than just one win or more than just one good performance to start maybe believing again in what maybe Frank and this team are capable of. Roy Park saying, what a glorious weekend it would be if we somehow beat these lot. One can hope, can't one? Yeah. No shame and no shame and hope, Roy. No shame. Always
We're
have to
Spurs
have
fans. We
something
live
up.
off hope.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's almost impossible to be a Spurs fan if you don't always just have that little bit of delusional hope. Even when you feel like it's totally been beaten out of you, there's just something that still lives, inside you for sure. It's probably just what makes us, a special type of fan base, in my opinion. Limpy Down Under saying, I want to see shots on goal. I don't even care if they miss. I don't even care if they're from distance. I just want to see some shots today. That's the standard that we're at right now. Limpy Down
that,
Under.
though, I think there's a big thing. Our players can't do it. They're shit. Frank sees them as low goal scoring opportunities. They're not allowed to take that risk. Frank wants, them to create high risk chances inside the box. And this is another thing I'd instruct, with the likes of a Xavi Simons and Colin Mawani, players like that, they're capable of scoring from distance. Allow them to sort of pull the trigger every once in a while.
Yeah. And also maybe just to that point, like we've seen
Look
Paulinho.
Look at the amount we concede the other end. You're telling me we couldn't do a few of that?
We've seen Paulinho score some absolute bangers, from outside the box. We've seen Romero score a banger from outside the box before, Pedro Porro, Van de Ven. There's definitely players in this team that are probably capable of testing the goalkeeper from distance. It's just, are they being allowed to, really is the question. Even Bergwall, right? For such a technical player, surely he's probably got a shot in there. He knows how to be
distance before. I've seen him do it.
We've seen him ping it across, the pitch. That means he's capable of, firing a shot on goal. Shemtan saying, hey, Jack and Dave, hope you're both doing good. Really need to see a good performance today. They need to show heart, passion, and need to compete all over the pitch. Where's our pressing gone? I think it might have been Sam or it might have been Jack, from the panel shows this week that against Forest and against other teams, it's not like we're not pressing. It's just that the press doesn't look as organized as maybe other teams when you watch them. Like they don't seem to be setting traps. They don't seem to be intentionally winning the ball in these certain areas to then sort of, exploit the opposition. It's like they're being asked clearly to work hard off of the ball, but there doesn't seem to be much structure to it or much sort of plan and tactics around it, if you get what I mean, Shem. So that's where sometimes I have said today, maybe it's just my delusional thinking, but when people say, oh, I just want to see effort from the guys, it's like, I do feel like we're seeing effort in a lot of these games. It's just not like they're playing very well, I think is sort of the problem. There's only effort can really only take you so far in the Premier League, in my opinion. You still need to have an idea and a plan of what you're actually doing, in possession and out of course. J Mac is in the house. Really do appreciate you, J Mac. Ed Martin saying, Merry Christmas, fellas. Big up to you, Ed Martin. Thank you for the support as a member, as well as Cyprus Spurs saying, Merry Christmas to everyone in the chat. Come on, you Spurs. Tom Lowry saying one word, I'm despondent. He's saying, I don't agree with that starting 11 at all, but I'll say the same as I said under Ange. I don't have the full picture. I don't see them in training, and I'm not a football manager on 5 million quid a year. Well, at least you know your station to a degree, Tom, but I think you are allowed to question what you're seeing, to be honest. Like, I think that's part of being a football fan. I think it wouldn't really be that fun, and even like sports in general, like you are, I think, allowed to question maybe what is happening. That's kind of just the whole nature of sports. It's kind of why you get into it. Like, you're seeing why certain teams are playing better than others. You don't just sort of look at it like, well, I guess I'm not managing the team, so what would I know? It's like, well, you can at least have speculation. You can at least have some guesses as to what might be wrong, why one team is doing better than another, why one player is good and then another player isn't, if you kind of get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I mean, you're a fan. You're a lifelong fan at the end of the day. You have more understanding of the club than any player or manager in that dugout. And at the end of the day, I assume everybody we're speaking to today is probably a Spurs fan longer than 10 years. So I presume you can have an educated guess or an educated opinion. I mean, you're a fan at the end of the day. You're allowed. This notion that we're not inside the club, we're not being paid, we're not a manager. It's like, we'll still got his ass off the couch and went and become a manager. There's nothing stopping any one of us if we wanted to try our luck. But at the end of the day, we're still allowed an opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Iceman, the big Ricky, good to see you, sir. Hopefully everything's all right with you this time of year, as well as Vince Vega. Vince, good to see you, sir. Hopefully everything's all right with you. He's
Big
saying,
up, Vince.
hopefully good luck and nab a 2-1 win. He's saying, I'm at the game. Big up, Vince. Really
Go on,
appreciate you,
Vince.
man. Come on. He's one of probably the best Spurs fans to be around
He's a
for a
legend.
game like this one. Bulgarian Smoker, Dan is in the house. Good to see you, Dan. Trinidad is in here as well, saying,
Big up, man.
what we will get today, a crap Spurs must be crap when we can't get over a sliding pool. Let's get a gift from Santa from the lads and with a surprise win. I think everybody's on the same page as you.
Yeah.
K32, I think with probably the spot on comment, of the day that I sort of feel the exact same way with. He's saying, forget about a win, lads. I'll be happy if our players can pass to the same players in the white shirt. We'll have to start somewhere. That's what I was saying about the last game. As much as in the past, I've criticized the tactics, the personnel, the team selection. I felt like the last game, a huge portion of it was really just these guys couldn't even play to, open players on their own
Yeah.
team. They would be 10 yards away from each other and they would be playing it out of bounds. They'd be playing it out of play. They would be under hitting it, over hitting it. It's just like, when that's the case, I mean, you can be Pep Guardiola and, you're probably going to still end up, losing the game, to be fair.
Yeah.
So completely agree with you on that one, K32. Can we at least see
Back
not
to
only
basics.
shots on goal, but completed passes, please?
Back to basics.
Seriously. Adam Horlock, Dave, saying, all I want to see is fight and some common sense tonight.
Yeah.
Common sense is probably actually not a bad word to use either. Big up, Adam.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. Look, at the end of the day, I think a lot of people are starting just to lose faith in Tottenham this season in general, whether that's the players, the ownership, the manager. There's not really great connection this year. We've been to be down so low in the last few years. We are hoping for any sort of resemblance of any possibility to or a positivity, to get behind. We've seen that when we beat Brentford and Slavia Prague. Everyone shut their mouths. We sort of just like took what we could and was happy about it. But look, I think it was so bad against Nottingham Forest. We're owed a reaction. We deserve a reaction today. If there's not, then it's even more of a concern and even more of an indictment of what's going on. And ultimately, at the end of the day, regardless whether it's, there's different portions of the pie and blame that go to other people, it's the manager that's going to carry the can. So it's up to him to make sure he gets into them players and at least demands a response.
Yeah.
Whether we get one or not is another one, but at least demand it.
Great name, by the way, Adam Horlock. I love your surname. And then really appreciate you. You say, I'm going for a 1-1 today. I'll take a 1-1, to be honest, Adam.
I'll take it. I'll be over the moon.
Yeah.
Over the moon with it.
Slow Jamrod saying, hi, Dave and Jack. Come on, you Spurs. Big up to you, Slow Jam. One of the better names, one of the better usernames in the business. Steve D's in the house. Good to see you, Steve D. Hopefully everything's all right with you, sir. The one and only Daniel Larson's in here, too. Good to see you, Daniel. Hopefully everything's okay with you. And then Tony Yolo or Tony Yuli saying they don't have good wingers, so I hope Porro can go forward in this game and get some good crosses in. Let's go, Spurs. I know we always kind of touch on Pedro Porro's defensive frailties, but this season he has also been disappointing in the final third. Like, he's supposed to be, I think rightly so, because we've seen it from him. He's supposed to be kind of like a Trent in terms of, technical quality. But this season, so many times his crosses have been overhit, underhit, overcooked, undercooked. You get what I mean? It's been frustrating from him in the final third, almost more so than defensively.
Look, with Pedro Porro, I agree with you. I think going forward, he's been a huge source of frustration. But despite how frustrating him and Kudus are, they're still statistically two most creative players.
Our most creative players, yeah.
Which is not a good indictment of everyone else around them. But I almost think with Pedro Porro, Jack, there's two things with it. One, I think you're starting to see maybe the legs catching up with him a little bit. Sometimes when you're playing week in, week out, you get heavy legs and you're not striking the ball with the same freedom and stuff like that you have done before. It's more of an effort and stuff. I think that's definitely one case. But also the fact that there is no competition for his place whatsoever, it sort of doesn't put him on notice the minute he has a bad performance. It's almost like it doesn't matter. He can do what he wants out there. And I almost think you need to get someone in to give him competition, to get him back to that player he once was, and also to take him out of the team for a little while. Let's get his legs reset and then put him back out there. But he's been very, very disappointing this season. Very, very disappointing, and he owes us a big game.
100%. Appreciate you,
The
Tony
good
Yolo.
thing, actually, sorry, just quickly, is it does look like Szoboszlai is playing over the other side. That was a huge worry of mine. Him coming up against Pedro Porro with the amount of time and space he would be given. That guy would punish you. That guy literally will hit the midget stick from 60 yards. I've seen him play for Hungary. I don't know how many times against Tottenham. And that guy is like an NFL quarterback. Just gets for Hungary, just gets on the ball, and he's just pinging it left, right,
He's
and centre to
quality.
people's feet. It's fucking ridiculous. So I'm glad he's not on Porro's side, which means hopefully Jed's bench can get out there and engage him a lot quicker.
I feel like Szoboszlai is, I've said it even when he was at Leipzig, I actually do think he's probably one of the most technical and best strikers of a ball, really just in Europe, really. If
He's
like
the best in the world. Honestly, I would go as far as saying the best.
yeah,
right now.
striking a ball, he's just so unbelievable. Like the technique, and he hits it in so many different ways. He can hit a knuckle, he can hit a beautiful, ping across the pitch. He's just that beautiful to watch. He's just very
In
aesthetically
Pirlo,
pleasing.
but with all the, like you said, the knuckleballs and all this other added into it.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And then the other big danger man, I would say, is Ekitike. He scored that brilliant goal against us, when he was at Frankfurt. And I do think he's probably the one signing for them this season that I don't think it's really let them down. He looks absolute top quality, Hugo Ekitike. So
Just need Romero to lay one on him. Nice snarly Jack.
He's a huge danger for them. Maybe the wingers not so much, but more Ekitike for sure.
But Mickey Van de Ven must be delighted because he name checked Isaac as the toughest opponent he's come up against. So the fact that he's on the bench, Mickey Van de Ven must be licking his lips.
Definitely. Adrian Chia, good to see you, Adrian. He's saying, big up, lads. Win, lose, or draw. Let's all have a wonderful Xmas and happy holidays, lads. Yeah, let's hope so, Adrian. But maybe hopefully they can give us something a little bit extra under the Christmas tree this season, Adrian. A nice performance, potentially even a win. Who knows, Adrian? But big up to you, my friend. Really appreciate you. And hopefully we have a good script on the case today. Big up to you, Adrian. And then we also have Vim Fuego, I'm seeing, and the one and only Tyler. The big T is in the house. Outer S Fasare. PH family, absolute class, man. This guy is PH family. Good to see you in the house as well. Hopefully everything is good with you, sir. Just trying to see. I'm on Peacock and I'm on NBC Sports right now, and they're still saying like waiting for game to start shortly. We saw them coming out the tunnel, and then now they're just going to some. I don't even know what they're doing here.
But also, why is the still picture a picture of Anfield when we're playing at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium?
I don't.
You know what I mean? Like it's just little things like that that just annoy me. Why?
Almost makes you want to put your conspiracy theory hat on.
Liverpool. They just can't help themselves. I hope we beat them today. I really do. I really do. I can't. I hate them almost as much as Arsenal, and the fans drive me insane as well. I really hope we turn these over today, and at least if not, just do not lose. Here we go. Team huddle. Come on, Tottenham. Romy giving spanks around the place there. Come on. Big game today. Bloody goals.
You get a spank. You get a spank.
Gary Neville on commentary. Turn it off. Listen to us. We're biased. By the way, we are going to be Tottenham biased because we're Spurs fans. So that's not your thing. I don't know what to say to you. Vicario pumps it long. Kolo Muani wins it. Be interesting to see how this front lines up now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well done, Kudus. Well done, Mo. Ah, brilliant. On to Porro. Porro switches it. To nobody.
To no one.
To no left winger. Basically, it's 4-2-2-2. We're not playing a left winger.
He seemed to forget, I guess, Pedro.
Yeah. Porro can't remember the formation. Oh, well done. Oh. It's just little things like that. Like, why can't Bergvall just bring that ball with him and continue on the move? So it's looking like a 4-2-2-2, but more of a diamond shape, actually.
Could be also a different shape, maybe in possession versus out of possession, but, maybe I'm going a little too far on that one. This is Kolo Muani's turn now, says Daniel Larson. That it is. Kudu's putting pressure on Kirkes.
Come on, blow him over. He's like a Barbie doll on the ball. Come on. Van Dijk looking to settle it down. Moves that ball over to Kirkes. It's a ball in. Romy clears.
Oh.
That's gone out. Throw in Spurs. Come on, boys. Big game today, everybody. Smash that like. Help us out. Smash that like button for us, boys and ladies.
Big up to Edelfan in Hamburg. And then I do like Outers for sorry. It's time to mute. Gary Neville's on commentary. Maybe he's just Van de Ven's biggest fan.
He does love
He's
me.
fanboying him.
I think he had more of a fanboy of his father than he did actually Mickey Van de Ven.
Yeah, seriously. Good point. Passes are already looking a bit shaky, says Dropkicker teacher.
Rummy.
Good ball.
Good ball into Bergvall. Gets it under control. Can he keep it moving? Well done. Just keep it moving. You don't need to dribble it right to Mo.
Yeah, why did he take 7 touches there?
Jesus Christ.
Well done by Archie Gray, though.
What was that comedy act years ago? To me, to you, to me, to you. Like, seriously, why does he need to dribble it right up to him? Just pass it to him. Win that colo. Ref, he's pushing him.
They win it.
Jed's bench trying to get back here.
Well done, Jed.
Go on, Jed.
Van de Ven. Cuts inside. Well done.
Go on, Jed. Brilliant. Brilliant. Keep going. Go on, Jed. Now play Xavi.
Xavi. Xavi.
Go, Kudos. Go, Mo.
He wants it
short. Waits for ball to feet. Oh, no. He's slowing it right down.
He whips it in.
Oh, it's poor.
It's just
poor decision-making there from Mo Kudos. It is extremely poor decision-making. When Xavi's running with the ball, he needs to go in behind Milos Kerkers there. It's the only place that pass should go. And then when he gets the ball to feet, he makes the complete right. He takes a bozo touch and then just slows it completely down. Fucking hell, Mo. Jed does amazingly well there, by the way.
It was more a little bit after that when he took that extra touch because they knew he wanted to cut inside even more, but then he just took it even further, and then he was able to just squeeze around the defender there. That was what was really class from that move. But I agree there. Like, kudos there. He's got to run it behind. He's got to make that run so that Xavi Simons can just play him through. Then he could get a shot on goal. But
yeah,
I mean, Xavi's already the one on the ball. Why does Kudos feel like he needs to receive it short there? It's frustrating.
In fact, I can't believe I'm going to say this. He could almost learn off fucking Brennan Johnson at times.
Yeah. Brennan Johnson wouldn't dare want it to feed. He never wants it to feed. He wants it in front of him. Very good point.
By the way, Hugo Ekitike, come on, that's poor. He's got to be bozo.
It's shameful there.
That's poor. Yeah, that's poor.
Adam Horlock saying we're looking positive. That was a good move there. Really good move from Jet Spence.
Was a good move.
He got a stiffy from Spence, it looks like, Daniel Larson says.
It was a good play by Jed. Oh, Kirk looking nervous, gives it away.
Xavi, lovely. Kudos in behind.
Get the head up. He does the right thing. Not enough options in the box there. Now there is. Good ball. Good ball. Good ball. Jed Spence, Mawani! In fact, it's not even anywhere near goal. It just looked like it was heading towards goal there.
Well, he had an opening there, didn't he, right? It looked like it could head in if he just
is it
just a really good? It's just a really good block. It's an amazing block.
Yeah, Conor Bradley does really well. Again, brilliant football. Xavi Simons, what a flick.
Oh, that was headed in. That was headed in.
Kudos. And I actually like Kudos. He done the right thing. There wasn't enough bodies in the box. Held it up for a sec and then put it in. Brilliant from Mo. Bergvall going with the long throw here. Come on, Lucas. Let's get a good one in. Launches it, to be fair. It's right in the mixer. Xavi Simons, get it back out. Oh, no, Xavi.
Get stuck in now, and then Bergvall can't get it under control either.
Honestly, how many times do we miscontrol a ball? Seriously, Jesus Christ. Like, Xavi Simons just took his eye off that. It's just it is just literally either take it down or a simple 2-yard ball.
Daniel Larson thinks that was headed in.
Well done, Archie Gray. Well pressed up. This is exactly what we want to do. All 3 centre midfielders over here pressing them. Trying to lock Liverpool in here. There's not a lot of options. Don't let them out.
Onto it, Romulus.
And see the way everyone just cleared out his way.
Kickball. C-ball, kickball. C-ball, clear ball.
No nonsense. 6 minutes in, so far we've been the better side. Liverpool may be looking a little bit shaky here. If we could take advantage of this, we could do something today. But we need to take advantage while we're on top.
Daniel Larson saying, I've seen more haircuts from Xavi than good passes.
That's way too easy. How is he so free?
Romero clears. Good touch from Xavi, and then a heavy touch after.
Gets away from him.
Szoboszlai trying to calm things down for Liverpool.
It's one thing I do like about Xavi is the fact that sometimes, like Ericsson, sometimes out of possession used to carry him a lot. With Xavi, you don't. I like that.
Yeah,
Works hard.
Bentancur pressing. Xavi seems to be up front with Colomwani at the minute in terms of out of possession. Looking to sort of have a two-man front and pressing.
It's actually a 4-4-2 with Bergvall left mid, not left wing, and Kudus right mid, not right wing, with Xavi actually doubling up with Mawani. So in simple terms, 4-4-2 with Xavi and Mawani up front.
4-4-F and 2.
It's a
big cross here. Romero, another clearance.
Go on,
Bentancur gets it out of his feet. Well done, lad. Good ball from
Good
Pedro.
ball. Come on,
nicked away by McAllister. Unlucky. If that went into Xavi Simons' feet, that could have been dangerous.
Brilliant play from Bentancur. Digs it out, lays it off lovely. Good ball by Porro.
But yeah, Spurs are pressing. At least they're not sitting in their own half.
We're blocking up that midfield, and Liverpool are struggling right now.
Konate looks to play it deep to Romero. Romero pulls down Ekitike. Does well there, though.
Get back up. Brilliant. Jed, don't turn in. You just got to go out and play it down. Even if... Well done. That's brilliant. Let's have a look at this on Ekitike here. Surely it's just him being lightweight. Oh.
Yeah, he's pushing into Romero,
they're both grabbing each other. If they give that, that's disgusting.
Ekitike doesn't even make any appeal whatsoever.
Tottenham with a throw in deep in their own half. Just got to try and clear our lines here. Jed Spence waiting for someone to come looking for it. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Oh, come on, Vicario. Bit late off the line there, Vic. Romero doesn't look best pleased. Looks like he's going to kill someone. Look at him. Bentancur. Loads of time on the ball. Into Porro. Porro back to Romero. Tottenham just trying to work their way up the pitch here. Romero pointing at people to go high and wide here. I think he's pointing at Jed Spence. He is. Back to Porro. Porro, come on, move that. Move it into him.
Goes over the top for Colomwani, but he's being blocked off by Konate. Konate not letting him running behind there.
Xavi Simons dropped to pick it. Just feed him, man. Oh. Good pressure. Good pressure. Well done.
There we are.
Well done. He's working a treat so far. Liverpool can barely get out their own half.
Good throw from Thomas Frank. Right on the money.
If we score off the back of this, he's got to be lauded. Rami, back to Vic. Just go along, thank you. Now, can we compete?
Konate wins it. Van de Ven, not the best. Not the best from Van de Ven there.
Best there. Not bad 10 minutes, though.
New AIA sponsorship, it looks like.
Oh, they're S for Syria. That's what I want to see. Passion and anger. Yeah, it is a new AIA sponsor. I can't remember whether it's for mental health or for, like, something to do with, like, helping homeless charities or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
unlucky.
Unlucky Archie Gray. Ball just wouldn't fall after, but at least he gets in there, gets stuck in. We're just blocking up the middle, and right now Liverpool don't really want to go long ball. I think that's what it looks like we're trying to force them into here. Oh no,
Archie Gray slips
there, way
out
too
wide
easy.
To Connor Bradley. Whips it into the middle. Romero doesn't clear it convincingly.
Got to get out there, Porro.
Kirkes slips. Bentancur clears. Good positioning from...
Go on, Mo. Go on, Mo.
Good strength from Kudus.
Come on, Simmons.
No ref.
Jesus, ref. It's 50-50. Come on.
The weight room ref. It's called the weight room man.
Bozo.
Kudus just isn't allowed to be strong. And he's actually asking for the medical team as well. This is just, oh my God, he's just pathetic.
Once he lets the ball bounce there, it's always leaving it open for that. It's beautiful. He's won the ball. It's into the side. It's shoulder to shoulder. What's the issue?
Just not allowed to be that strong.
Joke. Kaza says it's children in Thailand. That's what it is.
Strange decision from the referee there. We're not at Anfield, so C4.
Yeah. We got to try and defend this here.
Who do you think will get our one shot on target, says J-Mac. Colomwani was close.
Yeah, he was close. It'd probably be Richie off the bench on like 89 minutes or something. Oh no, it's a free header.
Free header for Van Dijk. That's the last person you can give. Yeah, last person you give a free header to.
You can't do all that pressing work to stop them in possession and give something away.
My gosh.
Referee, you're giving them everything now. Oh my God.
Somehow, though, I don't even know why, but we got the ball there, and then we were trying to play out immediately from Vicario, and I don't know what happened
just
here.
slow it down.
But, like, it was bobbling. For some reason, Pedro Porro was bobbling it. I don't know what was going on. You didn't get to... It was cutting to a replay instead of showing what happened.
You can't give away free headers like that. You got to defend this one much better. We've done so well in terms of pressing. If you give something away from a set piece, I don't know what to tell you. Just defend this again. I know Szoboszlai has unbelievable deliveries, but just mark Van Dijk. Sandwich him in there. It's good clearance. Right, take your time, Xavi. Good ball.
Good ball.
Well done. Go on. Come on. Travel. Come on, Kudus. Travel.
A lot of options.
Ah, good ball. Good ball, actually. Bentancur. Can he feed it on to Spence? Spence takes it in.
Center it to Bergvall. Center it to Bergvall. Center it to Bergvall.
We take too many touches at times. Porro.
Xavi Simons making a run.
Now, it's all well and good at working out of possession. Will this game plan work in possession? Let's wait and see here.
Bergvall's playing right next to Colomwani.
Doesn't look like anyone knows where they're supposed to be in possession. Or who to
Xavi
pass
Simons
to.
dropping deep for it. Bergvall's dropping deep.
Straight. There we go.
Van de Ven. You see Bentancur there.
Go on, smack it. Just smack the ball from there.
Colomwani does well, drops deep.
Well done, Colo. Well done, Colo. Good tight feet in that tight spaces there.
Shifting one to the left down the line to Pedro.
Good ball in, Moani. Corner kick, maybe? No. That's good football from Tottenham. That's much better. Mo Kudus, not selfish there. Good ball on the overlap. Means he could cross it first time. Moani actually does the right thing. Gets across his man. Just couldn't get the direction on the header. There we go. Press it. Well done. See, you can't. Yes, well done. Ball back at Vicario's feet. Onto Romy. Romero moves it into Bentancur. Can he feed it between the lines? Moves it on to Pedro Porro. Back to Romero. Porro. Come on, Pedro. It's an easy ball. Encouraging 15 minutes, though, I will say, guys.
Yeah. Not a lot of complaints, really.
Go on, Mo. Go on, Xavi.
I think people like Jack, might be getting what they wanted, pressing, going after them. I know he's at the game, right? So he's probably getting what he wanted. Romero, not a great clearance. He's getting in front of them, Romero. He's just not clearing them convincingly.
All right, you got to go. Well done.
Get onto it, Kudus.
Come on, Cole.
Brings it down.
Come on, Mo.
Well done.
Come on, Mo. Come on, Mo.
See Colo.
Oh, it's so slow.
It slows it down, and he leaves it
behind
him.
It was 2-on-2 as well. He just slows it down.
Oh, there's a real break there. He's got to do better there, Kudus. His first touch was fine. He just let him down after that. Let himself down. Romero to Xavi. Pedro. Pedro over the top. He's playing some nice balls tonight, Pedro.
Good touch. Great touch. Lays it off to Kudus.
Give it back to him.
Good ball. Moani lays it off. Bentancur.
What is he going for there? Jeez, man.
I don't mind it. I'd rather it than not, to be honest with you. Spence.
The greatest goal of the season.
Van de Ven back to Spence. Here we go. He wants Bergvall to move off him. He's not.
It's all right. Good move by Archie. Bentancur.
See if we can get it back out to Mo Kudus. He's been bright down this right today, to be fair. It's where we're penetrating them a little.
Romero directing.
Oh, could he have maybe seen Porro there? Xavi, good ball to Moani, good movement. Bentancur.
Oh, see Moani.
Into Xavi.
Yeah, Liverpool is sitting all the way back. It's crazy.
It's a game of checkers here right now, really.
Liverpool almost in a
Good
Brentford-esque
ball,
shape.
Xavi. Gets it to Kudus in space. Kudus, good ball to Xavi Simons. Back to Kudus. Poor layoff, for fuck's sake. It's just little things like that. If he just lays it off, it's there for the cross. Come on, man.
Not a great start from
Encouraging,
Kudus.
it's better, but it's just that final little thing right there.
Just a bit of quality is just needed. Not a great ball from Kudus. I will say Pedro Porro has played some nice passes tonight so far. He seems to be on it a bit more, Pedro. He's played some nice passes in behind. He's played some good passes when under pressure. He's not passed it sideways.
Yeah. No, it's been a very bright start by all of them, I think. I don't think it's been carrying anyone, really.
Just saying something to look for, that maybe one of these chances could come from one of these Pedro Porro passes out from the back. Jed Spence seems to be the one that's getting forward more than Pedro, but Pedro's sort of the one that's like Romero, kind of just being like a deep lying
I'd be
ball
surprised
player.
if this.
Yeah.
Surprised if this left side bears fruit, though. Spence isn't really getting the support he'd be looking for from Bergvall out there. Good ball out. Good touch by Porro.
Because Bergvall is sort of, his position's a bit vague. You know, he's kind of
Good ball,
all over
Rami.
the place.
Good
Here
ball.
he is, though. Great ball from
Bergvall, good
Romero.
touch on the Jet
Unbelievable ball
Spence.
from Romero. Jet,
He's
show
got
the
him behind.
pace.
Oh,
Bradley. No
oh,
way.
he's giving it. No way.
This ref, man. Holy shit.
He's corrupt.
This ref. What has Jed Spence done there? What's he even done?
Nah, he's just falling to the ground. Come on. There's nowhere near enough on that.
What's he even done?
Falling. That's shocking. He's already falling, ref. It's Liverpool, Jack. They always get these decisions. They always do. You know the ref helps them.
He just fell on the ball. Holy shit.
Well, he's already fallen before Jed even put his hands on him.
Oh my lord. That's
He's in
honestly,
world of trouble,
that's a
Conor
call
Bradley.
that just gets so overlooked. That's actually a shocking call by the referee.
Conor Bradley got himself into a world of trouble. He was already falling. Jed Spence didn't even apply any pressure. Come on, ref. Jesus Christ.
How many times has he just fallen for it? These Liverpool players are getting knocked down by the wind, and he's calling it. Anytime that anybody even breathes on them.
The ref has bailed them out there. We might not have even ended up with a shot on goal there, but the referee's bailed them out. Rami, you can't lose it. Well done, Rami. That's so cool, calm and collected. Brilliant from Kudus. On to Bentancur. Bergvall, get your fucking touch right. Get out your foot. Oh my God, he's run out of play.
Bergvall, man.
Jesus Christ, Lucas. Sometimes you look like a Premier League player. Other times you look like you're back in Sweden. Fucking hell. He literally runs it out of play. He couldn't even get the ball under control. Come on, Lucas. Oh. Even João Palhinha wouldn't do that, and people have their problems with him in possession. Go on, Porro. Well done. Heavy touch, pounced on it. Brilliant.
K32 saying he slipped like Gerrard. Yep, but they let him away with it.
Yeah. 20 minutes, though. It's been encouraging. It hasn't been the pasting that many of us thought we were going to be on the receiving end today. Just a bit more quality in the final third, and we could we probably, you would argue, but against the run of play, we probably deserve to be one up. Well, actually, do we? Consider we haven't really tested the goalkeeper, to be fair, but we've been better than Liverpool anyway. 21 minutes. Come on, Tottenham. Liverpool, they really are struggling with us blocking up that middle of the pitch there.
Yeah.
They're sort of struggling now to sort of get their game plan going. But they've found a good ball in behind there, and Van de Ven comes over and sniffs it out. He's bailed out Bergvall and Spence there.
20 minutes in, though, too. Like, so far, Spurs have had considerably more possession.
Been the better team.
More possession, more chances created. Just need to sort of hold strong here. Just continue to apply the same pressure, and then something will go our way. Hopefully, at some point, the referee actually gives us a fucking break.
Well done, Xavi. Bloody brilliant.
Jorginho Tune saying, Dave, where's your Santa hat? It's Christmas, lad.
I know, lad. I was looking for my Spurs one. I couldn't find it. And to be honest with you, I don't want to wear red. I do have a Spurs one. I just need to. I can't
Yeah.
find it. I think it actually might be in my dad's.
Good call out though, Jorginho.
Yeah, good call. Big up, Simon Coley. Good to see you, sir. How are you keeping? Keep smashing that like button for us, guys, though, if you can. I really appreciate it. Let's see if we can defend this set piece. Be shame to be undone by a set piece goal with how well we've done so far.
Run it up to 100 likes at least, everybody. If you're already in here, please.
Oh, it's a free header. Oh,
skewed across the box there.
Well done,
Pedro.
Well done, Porro. Bergvall, get your head up. Please get your head up. Spray it. Please spray it. Please spray it. The option was for
Pedro. Give it to Pedro.
Please.
Romero goes long. Oh, good idea, but I think
Bergvall had to play Xavi Simons in behind there. He had to. Why is he turning back with it?
He's been a bit of a passenger so far.
Who, Bergvall?
Bergvall, yeah. He's been a bit of a passenger.
He's got to play Xavi in behind there. He's just passed it back and allowed everyone to get back. Oh, man.
Bentancur, Romero clears. Xavi, good pressure.
Get after it.
Good pressure. Get their kudos.
Keep going, Mo. Keep going. Keep going. They're rattled.
On to him. Breaking through there. Easy.
Bergvall, pick him up. Well done.
Step out, Bentancur. Step out. Well done.
Well done, Rodrigo. Liverpool throw in. Down Tottenham's left-hand side. Van Dijk. Crowd it out. Crowd it out.
Well done. Crowd it out. Goal kick.
There you go out, Porro. Right. Fuck this. Push everyone up. Long ball.
Tom THFC saying this is the same referee versus in that Newcastle game. Was giving them everything that game. I think he's talking about the cup match.
No.
That was one of the worst decisions of the season, I remember, was that Joe Linton challenge that was given as like, he actually had to be forced to give it as a yellow. It was just one of the most obvious red cards. And then he also gave Kudus a yellow. Remember afterwards for just even standing up for himself. Another Vicario.
Why? Why? Just pump. Just if you're going to do that, just go long. Just go long and send everyone up. This is the start of it. This is the start of the unraveling.
Logan THFC saying, absolutely hate it when defenders take goal kicks.
Yeah, it's infuriating.
It doesn't make sense when they give it to the goalkeeper and then the goalkeeper just pumps it long. It's like, why not just pump it long anyway?
Make this make sense. Everyone wants a goalkeeper that can play with his feet, but yet won't trust him to take a goal kick.
Well, it's funny when they when the defender kicks it to the goalkeeper as like for the 5-yard pass, and then the goalkeeper just pumps it long anyways. It's like, what are you benefiting from that?
Well,
like,
can't you just pass
I don't get the strategy.
Let Mickey Van de Ven go with it. Do you know what I mean? It's insanity. Good pressure by Bergvall here. Someone has to go with him there.
Yeah, someone's got to be in the middle there.
It's poor. It's a long ball over top. Well, that with Jed holds the runner off there.
Defensively, those Spurs have been pretty solid.
Yeah. Well, Liverpool are just struggling. They're struggling to play through us blocking up that middle, blocking up all their passing options. They're struggling. They haven't really found the solution in terms of that long ball yet, which is good for us. It's just, can we take the fact that we're on top, can we punish them now? Let's wait and see. Oh, Jed, you filthy boy. Great. Good switch of play. Mo, take it in. Get turned.
Oh, it's a good turn.
No, just go to Porro. Okay, don't listen to me. Shoots.
That's a hit.
He'll be subbed off now for that. Jed. Lay off.
Well done, Jed.
Well done. Great. Simons. God, good touch. Oh, great ball
lovely,
out.
What lovely weight on that.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Pedro.
Oh, Porro. Oh, Porro. Oh, Jed.
Jed,
come on! Oh, no! Straight at the goalkeeper.
He's got to get more power on that as well. Well done from Jedi.
It's brilliant from Jed. It's a great leap. Look at that. So a leg.
got to get more power.
Moani,
He's got to register more power.
He's got to score, Moani. He's just got to put it into the corner.
Yeah, he's upset with himself. You can tell. Kolo Moani, though,
Simmons.
skins past a player there. Another switch from Xavi Simmons. It's lovely.
He's getting into it now. Porro. And I love that set, not a flat ball. It's forward motion, like Modric used to do. Brilliant. Jedi. Don't play Bergval. Cuts in. Tries to deliver across. Maybe not the right up. Not a great ball. Can Bentancur tidy it up? Don't you dare, ref. He's bailing them out so much. Oh, Moani's got to do better with that chance. He's got to. He's got either corner to aim at.
Hits it into the ground, but he's just got to get more power on it, and he's got to direct it to either side of the goalkeeper there. It's good positioning by Allison, but
we could turn this over again. I feel like something's coming our way. Xavi's getting into the game nicely.
Battle of the Bundesliga number 10s, Xavi and Florian Wirtz.
Yeah. Well, you'd argue Xavi's looked the better player.
Seriously.
As far as even touched the ball?
He likes to sort of just do those one-touch layoffs. You know, he doesn't really like to take as many touches as Xavi. Wide to Kirkes.
Don't drop deeper now. Keep trying to engage that ball.
PH family, Spence is having a great game so far. Totally agree, man.
He's having a good game.
I think actually Pedro Porro and him have been very solid so far.
Both the fullbacks. Well done, Mo. Well
Pedro
done, Porro.
lays it off.
Simmons, good
It's just Spurs in a nutshell right there.
Ugh.
Forced me to stretch my limbs there.
Oh. Just don't drop. Just don't drop deep. That's all I ask here. We've played well. Well done. Go on, Xavi, get at him. He slipped. Get up, Virgil. He's fucking slipped. You dick.
On his own teammate. Oh my God,
Simmons,
it's a yellow card as well.
He's booking it so VAR will have a look. That's what he's doing. He's booking him so VAR will have a look. He's clearly slipped. He's clearly slipped. See? He slipped. What can you do?
This referee's a fucker.
Referee's done a 30 there. Van Dijk's made a meal out of that. Oh, okay, actually. It's pretty poor from Xavi Simmons, actually. He's raked down the back.
Well, he slips, and then, yeah, he does rake him on the back after slipping.
He's still looking at this. They are. He could go here.
Really think so? That seems like a kind of bit soft. Seems a bit soft.
They're checking.
It's just a slip.
Liverpool player went for that against us before.
It was much worse than that, though, wasn't it? Just wasn't intentional at all.
No, there was no intent behind it. Oh, please don't. I think they're trying to explain to Frank here. I think they're going to give this, Jack.
Fuck.
Game's gone if to give this. There's no intent behind it.
No way.
He's going to give it. And he's gone over.
Oh, you can't get any luck. No luck with this team, man. No luck at all.
He's going to give it. He's looking at the monitor. They always change their mind.
It seems so soft, though. It just seems so soft.
Never stick with their decision.
It just seems so soft, man.
Like, there's not a lot of intent behind it, to be fair. They're going to give this, though. It's just, the studs are up, foot's high.
Just when we're all on top of them, Liverpool again, man. It's just fucking Liverpool. Feels like if that was on us, it wouldn't be a red at all.
It's just even off some of the other decisions
again,
he's given, you know.
The same referee, right? Joe Linton absolutely clobbered Kudus, raked all on top of him, then stood over him. And the referee didn't even look at it as a red card.
He's gonna.
And then with Liverpool, it is a red.
He's gonna give it.
All that momentum, man. Does that mean he's suspended for 3 games as well?
Yeah.
God.
You'd argue, though, with some of the decisions the ref has given them, he's been looking to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a bit. Oh. Well, there you are. Merry fucking Christmas, Tottenham fans. That's Xavi out for the Christmas period.
I just feel like it was reckless and that he was out of control, but it wasn't really like any ill intent behind it either. And it didn't look like it was that cynical, or really didn't even look that painful. Like it was the
It
one of
looked
those
like
classes.
he slipped as he was going in to make the challenge.
Yeah.
But to be fair, didn't Curtis Jones get one against us a few years ago?
Someone's mentioning that. Yeah. It's just one of those though where. Well done, Kolomowani.
Ref, that's a handball. That's a fucking handball, ref. Oh, this ref is getting out of hand. He is getting out of hand. Someone take the whistle off him. Take the bloody whistle off him. Cutie, you eat him up.
You fucking tell him, Romero. It did go off his bicep.
Wouldn't surprise to see another red card check here. Dicks.
It does feel like a bit of a we're cursed scenario.
It just
like
wasn't needed.
It's only been one team in this so far. It's only been
exactly.
Spurs. Good chest by Archie Gray. Really
nice.
Nice.
Well held, Mawani. Well held, ref. Thank you.
Get a yellow there, ref.
That's bloody brilliant from Colin Mawani. Just allows us to settle down for a second. I suppose the tactics don't really change, do they? You just go 4-4-1 now.
Our first free kick says Limpy Down Under, seriously.
Mero telling Vicario to put this on top of Kirkage. And Van Dijk wins it.
Romero, though, high up the pitch, does well.
Ah, go on, Rummy. Well done, Rummy.
Wins it again.
Someone
win this, Kudus. Onto it, Kudus.
Come on, Mo. Get the head up.
Find Romero. See Romero. Get onto it again. Good. Well done. Good strength.
Go down.
Oh, it gives it away. Kudus, come on, man.
Well
benching
done,
core.
Rodrigo.
Great pressure. Great
well
pressure.
Done,
benching core. Come on, lads. Supposedly onto it.
Just defend this till half-time. Come on, we don't deserve to go in 1 down. Please hold out.
Even right there, though, with 10 men, we were looking to still win the ball back immediately when it was in their half. We did a nice trigger there.
Now we're sitting right back.
Now we're going to be forced to. They're just going to spread the pitch, right? Yeah. They're just going to spread the pitch because we were in a 4-4-2 shape anyway. So now we're one less man in a 4-4-2. They split us there.
Appearing of Vicario.
Not the best save from Vic.
Jets bench just clears it. That'll do.
Probably a bit lucky there, Vicario.
Yeah.
Jorginho Toon saying, Jack, don't bring our Joe Linton into it. Unfortunately, you have one of the dopiest reps in top flight. He and Craig Pawson are considered elite. I'll never know why. Yeah, man. I think honestly, all the UK reps are just shocking, really.
I'd argue. I don't think there is one elite one. Oh, that's too
please,
easy,
guys.
Paro. That's way too easy, Paro.
Everyone just had a brain fart there. No one realized that someone needs to come out. Even Vicario could have came and claimed that. Everyone was just sitting off them there. Look at this.
That's poor from Paro. He's just got to hold him up there. It's not like fucking Verts are strong.
Listen, man, I think the only reason Joe Linton was brought up is because someone said in the chat that this is the same referee that took charge in that cup game against you guys, where I thought Joe Linton, that was one of the most obvious red card decisions I'd ever seen. And he gave Kudus yellow and Joe Linton yellow. Just the guy doesn't seem to like to give us anything, but probably a bit petty of me, to be fair. Daniel Larson saying Jones has got a red for the same tackle, so we can't say too much.
Yeah.
The way I see it, though, like, they're both shocking decisions, though, Daniel. You know what I mean? Like, I just think both of them shouldn't really be red cards. And
Yeah,
so,
I agree with that.
It's kind of like,
oh, Mwani! Can Mwani get there? Oh, it's spilled! Come on, Coos! Shoot! Oh, Poro, where are you when we need you? Please, Poro.
I think that was Bentancur there.
Just when you needed him there.
Oh, for the long shot. Yeah, Pedro to chip it over. I see what you're saying.
It.
Be nice if we had 11 men on the pitch.
Well, Xavi would have been there.
Yeah, if we had 11 men on the pitch, we probably could have gotten to that.
Xavi would have been in that position.
I'm just saying, Daniel, you know, like two wrongs don't make a right is maybe what I'm just trying to say. Two wrong decisions don't make a right decision.
I don't think either of them are red cards, to be honest with you, but I did celebrate the one that was given that day.
Yeah.
And I suppose Liverpool fans do the same. Don't get me wrong, by the letter of law in the game now, it is a red card. But when I look at it again, I do think there's an element of Simmons sort of slipping into the tackle. And it just looks worse than what it is. I agree. We're probably just two wrongs don't make it right.
I think we're just more upset with the fact that we've just been the better team, and then we've just gotten them. We've given them a leg in this game. We're giving them a leg in this game with that red card.
Clear the fucking ball. Thank you, Romero.
I think you know where I'm coming from, Daniel. Appreciate you, buddy.
Oh, they're getting frustrated now, Liverpool. That'll do.
Simon Cully saying, who's the Scouser in the Puma Black? Tony Yolo saying, with Verts out there, you could say it's 10v10.
I'm just blocking this Gunner guy. Put him in timeout, actually. 24 hours. There you go. I hope your team loses this weekend.
It looked worse on slow-mo. Yeah, K32 also felt like one of those where, like, in slow motion it looks bad, but, like, in real time, did it really look that bad? It's also one of my question marks sometimes.
They are getting...
He has got... How many decisions has he pointed that way? Every time he blows his whistle, his arm is pointed that direction. I'm wondering if he can even lift his right arm.
I know, yeah. He's clearly being told, though, isn't he? You're only allowed to point one way. Just allow Van Dijk the ball. Don't need to go out and press him. Just allow him it. As soon as we move out there, they're playing in behind. Well
good
done.
Pressure. Good hustling back by Kudus there.
Well done.
Really good hustling back by Kudus. Yeah. They split us there. They split the lines.
As soon as someone gets out to Van Dijk, they're playing in behind. Just leave Van Dijk with the ball at this point.
Yeah.
Chances of a centre-back smashing it in from there is fucking slim. It can be done, but it's slim. I'd rather take that risk than jump out and start leaving spaces. Again, we've got to try and defend this. Sabozlai with the delivery. 3 players in there free. No one picking them up inside the 6-yard box.
Limpy Down Under saying it seems like it's 10 versus 12.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true.
Getting ready for the referee to head it in.
Trevor.
Just got to go, Kudus. Just got to go. Just got to go.
Go, Jed.
Go, man. Just go.
Oh. Great ball.
Good ball.
Great ball.
By Colo.
Who is it?
Pedro.
Rummy. No, bad ball. Oh.
Jed Spence couldn't sort his feet out.
Romero or Pedro Porro crossed that?
I think it's Pedro. Yeah, it's Pedro Porro. What a run.
What a ball by Kudus. Well.
Just couldn't couldn't sort his feet out. It's unfortunate. Jed Spence almost getting a shot on target for us. We've had more shots than them as well.
Just don't do anything dumb now.
We've had 7 fouls to their 1.
Ridiculous. Oh, don't. Whoa, we got away with that.
Bergvall, gotta be stronger there, man.
Got to be much stronger there. Well done, Ronnie. Good
Bergvall, lad, you have to
positioning.
be so much better there, man. Jeez, you're
Romero
falling
is
over.
screaming.
You forget, Bergvall, you're not a Liverpool player. You're not going to get the call there.
Romero, oh, they've gone quick. Deal with it. Well done. Who's that, Archie Gray? Two of yous don't need to go. Why are the two of them going? One of yous go. Pedro Porro has to go and be one-on-one now. It's just the way it is. Clear?
Not a great clearance.
Well
They
done,
get away with it.
Bergvall.
Jesus, Bergvall's touch today. Bergvall's touch today. It already started bobbling.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
He's onside.
Get there.
Head up, Lucas. Look at Mwani. Oh, Lucas, please. He still has it, though. Don't.
Ekitike is tracking back.
Bergvall, if he just gets that ball
Just
across,
not had any
Mwani's in.
quality today, Bergvall. No quality today. That was his opportunity to do something special.
Well done, Jed Spence. Short for that. Good ball by Romero.
What a ball by
Spence,
Jed.
lovely ball out to Kudus.
Find Pedro, and he's
No,
offside.
no.
Great ball
Great
from
ball by
Romero.
Romero.
What a ball from
This one's
Romero.
here. All the time in the world. He just has to lift it.
Oh, he's got to lift it.
He's got to
Exactly.
lift it.
He doesn't. He hits it across the floor. It's poor quality from Bergvall.
Oh, he's got to lift it,
And
man.
it's even behind him. It looked like it would have been behind Colomwani anyways, the way he hit it.
Oh, it's poor from Bergvall. 2 minutes to halftime. Let's see this in.
I feel like this is one of those where, like, Bergvall has not been great today. I feel like if I went on Twitter right now, I'll see some tweets saying Bergvall's been the best player on the pitch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes his fan club, I feel like. Honestly, what it will say is Bergvall's been the best player on the pitch. What is Bentancur doing on it? That's what the tweet will say.
I'd actually argue Archie Gray's probably been more anonymous than any of them. Oh, well done. Well done, Mo. Well done, Mo. Go on, Mo. We need some inspiration here.
Onto it. Oh, Archie. Colo, good battling.
Keep going. Oh, Mickey Van der Ven, you got to drop back in there. You can't be jumping out and leaving that space. Go on, Jed. You just got to go, Jed. You got no one with you. You just got to go. Come on,
Pace
Jed.
to burn.
He's going
Pace
for
to burn.
space.
Pace to
He's going for
burn.
pace. Keep going, Jed. Come on, Jedi.
Sir!
Penalty. Be consistent here, ref.
Ref!
We'll have a look at that. I want to have another look at that.
Knowing this ref, though, I'm not surprised he didn't even look at it for a second, this ref.
To be fair, there's probably an element of diving. I'd say it was bollocks, and I'd say he felt a small bit of contact and went down. Let's have a look, though. Are we even going to get to see it? Oh! All right, there's a player down, which means VAR should check this now. Can we get a replay at least? Here we go. Oh, there's a trailing leg. We'll have that, please. He's caught his trail. He's caught him. He's caught him. Look.
Yeah, you see, he's stepping
Yeah,
from his
trailing
leg
leg.
there.
It's got to be a penalty. It's just got to be a penalty. He's caught him.
It's the most blatant, obvious pen I've ever seen.
Come on, VAR. Even it out. That's got to be a pen. He's caught
Most
him.
obvious
Trailing
pen
leg.
I've ever seen in my life. I've never seen a more clear pen.
VAR having a word even? Are they even checking it? Potentially penalty. Can we get that on the board?
Clearest penalty of the season.
Surely they got to at least look at it. Maybe there's not as much contact as Xavi Simons gave Van Dijk, but at least look at it. And everyone that's in the chat going, not a pen. We're Spurs fans. Come on.
Clearest pen I've ever seen, lads. Expect a letter in the morning to the referee.
Simmons saying to Van Dijk there, the game's gone. Not even a VAR check. That's disgusting. Three minutes left. Liverpool eating up the injury time. We'll have that. Not a bad showing.
Adam Horlock saying, have a Guinness on me, pal. Fight, yes. Common sense, no. No common sense from the referee, to be fair. You know, Adam Horlock.
And we're Spurs fans. We'll call for everything and we'll defend anything against us. That's what makes it ironic, right? You question the manager, shut up, get behind the team. And then when you're behind the team in terms of refereeing decisions, everyone wants to be balanced and have honest conversations. I don't get it, man.
Yeah.
The time to be biased to back the team is when we're in the middle of games.
Sean Maddox's point, I think he's trying to make, is ref has called everything a foul, so you might as well. That's kind
Well,
of
actually, that's exactly where I'm at, Shawnee, believe it or not. If everything else is a foul, you know, if Jed Spence blowing on Connor Bradley was a free kick the other way, how's that one not a penalty?
Yeah, Connor Bradley literally fell over from the wind of Jed Spence running so fast earlier, and then he handballed it in the box, fell on top of the ball, assumed the referee would give him the decision. So might as well. Let's run at Bradford. He's the weakest link, says Sean. It feels that way. I mean, it's hard to, though, when it's 10 men.
Cookus ain't great either.
Big up, Adam.
You're have to be precise on the breakaway. Just got to be precise. Can't have a sloppy touch, misplaced pass, or not chipping the pass when, you know, stuff like that. Just got to be precise. Just leave Van Dijk and Konate with the ball. Don't press out from that. Keep the structure, keep the shape. Just get this to halftime, then we can get out all the tactical pads and everything else we need. Fucking whip out
get all the oranges you want and all the tactical pads you want.
Get out all the drones, everything.
All right,
honestly, I wonder, does it turn into like a CIA or an FBI office in there at times at halftime with all the technology now?
It's halftime, ref. It's only the first half as well. Let's blow it up here.
Well done, Bergvall. Great. Just win something. Go down. Oh, no, don't do that. Okay, Jed picks it up. Back to Vicario. Just put it into stands.
Holy shit, Vic.
Oh, my God. Lucas,
Ref.
Be fucking stronger, Lucas. Jesus Christ, be a man.
Ref.
Archie Gray, ping it long. There we go.
Still asking, ref. Ref, it's not even the second half, man.
Time.
It's not even the second half. What are we doing here?
Time, please, ref.
It's not like Bradley was on the floor for that long. You didn't even check the Jed Spence one anyways. Why are we going to a whole minute pass? What are we doing here? Referee couldn't make it more obvious, man. He couldn't make it more obvious which team he wants to win here. Holy shit, man. It's about to reach 49.
Skunk works. Oh my God, Vic, he gives me IBS. Seriously, though, you are right, Jack, dog. Can we get a fucking a blow on the whistle here, referee? It's been in your lips all bloody game.
No way he's still playing on.
Ref.
Oh, this is actually taking the piss.
Oh my God, they're just going to wait till they score. Smash
He's actually taking the piss.
Put him into the advertising.
This couldn't be more obvious. If you allow them this. Oh my Lord, man. You're about to reach 5 minutes past.
He's still playing on. I don't believe it. Come on now, ref. He's going to wait till they score. You know he is.
This ref could not be more bent.
Is he going to give them the corner or is he going to blow it up?
Standing, man. He's so fucking bent.
Oh my God.
Fuck, man.
Oh my God. What is this guy doing?
2 minutes past. It was only one bar check. Not even a goal has gone in. You bent.
It's corrupt.
You absolute plonk.
Over 5 minutes.
The referee. Holy fuck.
That's not even on a white line. That corner's not even on the white line. It's supposed to be touching white. If they score from this, VAR needs to go and check that. Clear. Please clear. Please clear.
Block.
Well done. Just clear, Rodrigo. Please, just balloon it. Please. Oh, well done. Lucas, don't lose it there. Ref, blow it. Blow it.
He's giving us a call. I need to wipe my eyes. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Did we just receive a foul? There's no way. He just gave us a foul.
Oh, and he's blowing it up. He won't even let us go and have an attack.
This referee, man. Honestly.
Oh, yeah, you've absolutely said it there. Who says it? Skunk works. Liver PGMOL. Dead right. Disgusting. Romero's not happy here.
Live VAR PGMOL. You have to put VAR in as well. Live VAR PGMOL. It's fucking disgusting, man. It's actually disgusting. That was disgusting. It's the first half, and he's gone a whole 6 minutes past. It was one VAR check, which they did relatively quickly. It's not like they took that much time over the VAR check compared to other VAR checks that you normally see that take forever. They were pretty quick to send him to the monitor. You could tell he already had a hard on to go to the monitor. I mean, holy shit, man. And then they didn't even check the Jed Spence one. There wasn't even a goal that went in. How is he going a whole 6 minutes past? Oh, my Lord.
Oh, look,
And the ball went out of
referee.
play like 2 or 3 times anyways, like after, and not even for corners. Like it went out for a throw-in 2 times during that segment. It's like, what the hell are we doing here?
The referee's been absolutely shocking. Have we? I
Playing
think we
against
picked up.
13 men.
I
Sorry.
think we've picked up what, one free kick, one decision off the guy all half
Yeah,
compared to how many
to his
Liverpool have picked up.
grimace.
At times Liverpool players are putting themselves in trouble. We're putting them under pressure and he's bailing them out. It's absolutely disgusting. And then look, when it comes to the VAR and the red card, look, we did get one against Curtis Jones last year. To your point though, Jack, 2 wrongs don't make a right. I don't think either is a red card. I don't think there's intent or intention to harm from Xavi Simons. But where I become a little bit disappointed is, I said it when we were on top, we need to take advantage of it at the time. And again, when we're on top, maybe a little bit toothless in front of goal or that. But in general, it's actually been a really good half from Tottenham Hotspur. Even when we went down to 10 men, we didn't crumble. We did look a little bit more open. Maybe Liverpool fashioned a little bit more. But in general, we saw some good resilience to get this in at halftime, which maybe alludes to the squad isn't as bad as people make it out to be. I think they've done very, very well to get this into halftime. And to be fair to Thomas Frank, a lot of people question, what we're playing. But it's worked to an absolute treat.
Yeah.
What we've done
Even
for the
with 10
majority
men.
of that half, even with 10 men. With 10 men, we dropped back a little bit, and I think that's more so just waiting to get into halftime and wait for instructions. But before Xavi Simons came off, we just blocked up their passing lanes into the middle and just said go long, and they didn't find an answer to it. And it's been a very, very good half from Tottenham. Thomas Frank has got it right up to this point, and to be honest with you, whatever goes wrong from now, he can't actually really be blamed for today, considering we've gone down to 10 men and stuff like that. But in general, we were looking for something positive off the back of something absolutely drastically miserable against Nottingham Forest. And we've got a reaction today. Let's see if we continue this on for the next 45. It's been a good sort of fighting, spirited performance. And to be honest with you, I don't give up hope, Jack, because it's Christmas. VAR, my lord, might come in and give us something towards the end of the game and help us get something.
I would say, too, that Spurs, despite being down to 10 men, both before and after having 10 men, I think we've had the majority of the better chances this game. Colomwani, right, had that header, Dave, that he should have tried to direct, past Allison on one side or the other. He also had that other chance that I don't think was really his fault. Like Connor Bradley just put in a sensational block there, but that probably would have ended up in the back of the net. Then you had that other opportunity where Bergvall is on a clean breakaway. All he has to do is just lift it over Kirkes there, and we would have had a one-on-one, and that was with 10 men as well. If he's able to play a halfway decent pass, you potentially get a one-on-one in that situation. There were some other moments where we were just kind of let down by a poor touch or maybe a poor pass when we did have like some decent breakaways. So I'd say like Spurs have actually sort of had the better chances, I would argue, both before we had 10 men and then after we had 10 men, if you ask me. So it's not like it's not one of those where you're only praising the defensive solidity. Like I think you could say Spurs have actually shown something, in possession, to be fair, this game.
Yeah, we've tried to. Look, what I will say is I don't think it's been a game with great chances.
No,
it's not been a load of chances, but I do get the point you're trying to make that we have been the better team, certainly, in possession. We have maybe shown a little bit more intent, but to your point, maybe just at certain times a sloppy touch or the wrong decision has maybe let us down in that final third. But in general, there's a lot of positives to take away from this game heading into the second half. I know some in there saying it's an absolute snore fest. Can understand that to a certain degree. But where we are, this is positive.
Yeah.
Shows how far we've fallen, really. But this is encouraging signs. Let's see if we can take what we deserve out of it now in the second half, because it's one thing doing it for 45, but it's another thing doing it for 90, Jack. A game is 90 minutes long. Let's see if we can go and take what we deserve out of it in the second half.
Yeah. Tony Yolo from earlier saying Bergvall and Gray out, bring in Sarr and Palhinha. I don't know, like Gray's maybe been quiet, but I don't think he's been in any way hurting us, this game. I think Bergvall has just lacked quality on the ball really this game. He's had some opportunities to get it under control quickly, get turned, be able to find a pass, hasn't been able to do that. And then when he has been able to finally get it under control, he's just taken too long, if anything, to sort of get the pass, out of his feet really on a few occasions. So I think Bergvall has been a tad bit of a passenger. He's worked very hard out of possession, in fairness to him. I would say, though, there's been times when he's also been found a bit wanting, where he's kind of maybe not been strong enough, I would say, defensively, where you would think like a Paulinho would sort of stand up for himself a bit more. So I'm not even trying to throw Bergvall under the bus or anything. I just think he's probably been one of the worst players on the pitch, for us today. So I wouldn't mind him potentially being taken out. Unfortunately, you can't bring in Pop-Mop to Sartoni just because
Yeah,
he
he's
is
at
off to
AFCON.
AFCON. So your only real choice in midfield is Paulinho. And with Xavi Simons already off the pitch, how many midfielders do we even have left really at this stage, Tony? So it's a tough call. At some point, though, you would expect Paulinho probably to come into this game, though, to be fair.
Where I think Bergvall might be left on is he is the one that is breaking from midfield.
Yeah, he's a
You know,
runner.
he is the runner. Now, to Jack's point, that one at the near the end of the half, if he just lifts that, Colmawani's in. As a player, you should already, like an attacking player, you should already be able to compute that that player's going to look to slide and cut that out. So you should already know you need to lift that. That's where Bergvall's letting himself down today. He's showing a lot of energy. He's a willing runner. And you do need that in games like this. So I'd argue, I think he might stay on. Archie Gray has been fairly anonymous. He's done nothing. He hasn't really touched the ball in possession. And I only really remember him sort of making 2 tackles,
That's fair.
within a lot of that half. And I would think, with what he's offering, could you bring in Paulinho? Maybe could he have a bit more of an impact on the game? And that way you're not asking Paulinho to go and do what Bergvall's doing, which is sort of break free and get up and support and stuff like that. So that's the one I would maybe look at, Paulinho for Gray right now. But it'd be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see if there is substitutions at halftime. Will Frank go with something a little bit different that he might need to make a couple of changes for? It'd be interesting to see.
Yeah. Just taking some comments here. Referee has to be a gooner, said Ginola. I think some people are calling him a scouser. They're going that far. Near Aviv saying, thank God that half is over. I think, yeah, we were holding on there towards the end because the referee was trying his best to give them time. Someone even said, Brett Loss saying, referee was working on Sir Alex time. Absolute disgrace there.
Yeah, that was disgraceful.
The ref in a brown bag says Nomad. And as well as Shawnee Maddox saying the Spurs need to submit official complaints, and then PH Family with probably one of the comments of the evening saying, I wonder if Liverpool fans will be calling for a replay after this game.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray saying, come on, lads, we can get a legendary win here. It will feel pretty legendary considering that we have set ourselves back with that red card. Like we were on top of them. It looked like we were going to be the first team to score really with the 11 men on the pitch. If we did find a way to get a draw, if not a win in this game, would probably be one of the best performances and one of the best results of the season, considering Sugar Ray. So game is for the taking. It's going to be really, really tough. But if we find a way to get something from this, be absolutely legendary. It looked like, though, what I credit Spurs for is even though they did sort of force themselves to sit back at certain stages, they still were like trying to hit them, quite quickly on the break, this Liverpool team. So it looks like they are still capable of conceding maybe some chances. And we just have to be more clinical. Like even Jet Spence, Dave, he had a bit of a Richarlison moment, too, like towards the end there where, it was fired across to him and then he just couldn't sort his feet out. If he makes a clean connection there, that goes in the back of the net, if you ask me, because Allison Wright was already on the other side of his goals. All you need is a clean connection there and power it in. And there's no way that Allison is saving that. So we just needed maybe just, again, we've said this plenty of times, just need to be a bit more clinical with some of these chances that might come our way because you're not going to get too many, when you're down to 10
you're not.
men.
Look, and that's the thing. I think we need to be realistic heading into this second half. We're going to spend long periods out of possession. It is going to be a dogfight, we are going to ask some of these players that they will end up feeling it in their legs at some point. Can they push through that pain barrier? That's what's going to require today. Everyone absolutely on it. A lot of communication, people pushing through the pain barrier, stuff like that. But most importantly, if you're talking about going and winning this game, we need to show a bit more quality on the breakaway. But the thing is, we're not out of this. Like Liverpool don't look like scoring.
They don't look that great.
They haven't looked like scoring all half, to be brutally honest with you. Now that probably will change in the second half. We are going to need Vicario to pull a few saves out of the bag. But if we can limit them and we can get one decent breakaway, because to Jack's point, we had 2 or 3 since Xavi Simons went off, and that's mainly just come from long balls, over the top. Yeah. If Frank can pinpoint that at halftime and get that message into the players and then let them see it on the iPads, hopefully it burns itself into them and we can get one on the breakaway here.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be pretty. I don't want to hear anyone moan at the end of the half. That second half was useless. We couldn't string 2 passes together. We're down to 10 men. We're going to spend large periods out of possession.
AK Shaq saying the game's gone. K32 saying the irony of Virgil van Dijk going down injured for a red card when he's probably put in more nasty
Yeah.
challenges than anyone else all year. I mean, he gets away with it so many times with those nasty challenges. I completely agree. Dark Sun G saying Virgil van Dijk does Xavi's foul.
Alexander
He would get
Isak's
away
come
with
on.
it. Cy Liverpool. So he's saying like if Van Dijk did that on Xavi, he would get away with it. No.
Yeah, he would. He definitely would get the rub of the green. Liverpool always do. That's why, we're traditionally over here, we do call them Liverpool. Now it's Liverpgmol. But they always get the rub of the green. They always get the decisions. And Van Dijk knew. As soon as that happened, Van Dijk started rolling around, making the most out of it. He knew. And it's just irritating because it wouldn't happen the other way around, largely. It's just irritating, man. Just looking at it here, though, Isak's out there warming up at halftime. It does look like
Probably
he's
two
going to
strikers.
Yeah.
Which, is probably a smart move, to be fair. Tony saying, shit, forgot about AFCON. Never mind. Give me Wilson in the 10 later on in this game.
Later on, there's call for it on the
Paulinho-
break.
I agree with Paulinho call, but maybe Wilson Odebear on for like a Bergval or something at some point, just to sort of stretch, the team. He would be someone that could be really useful on the counterattack.
Yeah, Wilson Odebear, Richarlison. I know people don't want to hear it. Loves a goal against Liverpool. Matisse Tel, many people would argue maybe there's a couple of minutes here for him today at some point either.
Yeah, tough calls for Thomas Frank in that regard.
But there is an opportunity. Moani's not going to last 90 minutes out there on his own up front.
No.
Pressing. You're going to have to make a change. And then at some point, you probably are going to have to make a change in midfield beyond bringing Paulini in. It'd be interesting to see what he does there.
100%. Adrian Chi is saying team did okay with 10 men. Smash and grab is on the cards, lads. It can be, easily can be. I think so far it has been. It just, I think, like maybe reiterating that point from earlier, Adrian, I think you're only going to get so many chances with 10 men. And Liverpool, now that they are going to make subs, they're going to probably put even more pressure on us. I wonder, if we're going to be able to create some of those breakaways in the same manner that we did earlier. So whatever chance falls our way while still trying to stay defensively solid, we're going to have to take them. Like that one from Jed Spence, for example, like he's had a brilliant game, Jed Spence. But if we get another chance like that, you have to take it, really. Same thing with that Bergval moment where Bergval
with his header.
Moani's header, and then that Bergval moment where he just needed to lift it over the defender. Just little breakaways like that, we need to be far better with. And then I would say smash and grabs on the cards. It'd be tough ask for us to maintain a clean sheet in this game. A very tough ask, but it is possible. You never know. And then
what I don't want to see, sorry, just quickly, Jack, is us sit, so deep where you're almost convinced the goal's coming because they're just crossing at will, shooting at will. Like, there is going to be some point where we have to say, right, non-negotiable, this is our line. Anything beyond this, we will come and engage. There has to be that. We can't just sit back and allow them to swing it in from left to right.
Harmless Potato and Dark Sun G are on the same page here. He's saying Virgil van Dijk did that exact same foul on Solanke last season. I actually do remember that now. Of course, you guys usually have much better memories than us, but I do remember that where Van Dijk, like his boot was like halfway up, Solanke's leg, it was like up down his calf, really. It was much higher than even that. And they didn't even bother to look at it, I think, on VAR. I just feel like we never even get, how often do you even see, referees go to the monitor for Spurs whenever it's benefiting us? And it seems like any other team, they're just straight onto it. Dark Sun G saying, FYI, Van Dijk did that on Dominic Solanke and got away with it. Sigh. It's tough on Dark Sun G. I know this is the Dark Sun G derby, so hopefully the outlet has admitted to you, that maybe he got away with one there. Hopefully we can pick up a smash and grab, Dark Sun G, because I know this is a rivalry game for you and your dad before Christmas as well. Big up, Dark Sun G. Appreciate you, man.
Big up, Dark Sun G.
We've already gotten kicked off here, it looks like, everybody. So do sync up with us. We're in for a crazy game here, that's for sure.
Any subs at halftime from Tottenham? No, none.
Not that I can see. I don't mind that.
No, I don't mind that. I was just checking for the post-match reaction.
But it does look like two strikers. Yeah, it's going to be two strikers for Liverpool, Isak and Ekitike.
So who does Isak come on for? Curtis Jones is still out there. Gravenberch is still out there. Sabozlai. McAllister. So it looks like
Maybe they took off. Maybe they took off a defender. They might have taken off Connor Bradley. If they took off Connor Bradley, I mean that's. Yeah, I think they took off Connor Bradley, and then they're going to allow Szoboszlai is going to play probably like a fullback, but he's going to press forward and just whip in crosses. Connor Bradley got away with one tonight, though.
Yeah, massively.
He was getting absolutely run by Jet Spence, and then got away with that one decision that should have just been played on, and then Jet Spence potentially could have scored from it.
Right, just leave Van Dijk with the ball now.
We have to hold strong. Have to hold strong. And then see if we can take whatever counterattacking opportunity we get.
Yeah. It's going to be a long 45 days.
Spurs had more XG than Liverpool in that half, so it's harmless potato. So, I mean, I do think we had the better moments in that game, even before and after 10 men.
Oh, doing it well.
Cleared away by Van de Ven. Good positioning there. Yeah, these two strikers, though, are going to push us back a ton.
There we go. Go on, Rodrigo. Go on, Rodrigo. Is he gonna try and force him long? Pressure's on here.
Gonna have to pick and choose when to press.
I don't mind that. It forces them back temporarily. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind that as long as we're just not sitting back and going, here you are, guys. Free reign on our goal.
Verts out wide. Down the line to Kirk. Yes. Archie Gray in a good position there. Going to need to see that all match from these midfielders being in the right place at the right time to clear these away.
Yeah. Oh, good movement. Can Archie Gray follow me? Does. Well done. Just don't let him skin you, Archie. Just don't let him skin you. Good block, Romy. Come on, Mo. It's going to be a long, long half, this.
Yeah, just with the two strikers, it's going to make it a lot harder for us to win the ball back like we did earlier.
But even for them, they're going to have a lot more
Good job, Kudus.
Well done, Mo. You're just going to have to travel and try and buy a free kick here, bud. Well done. Well done. It's all these players can do now when they get the ball. They can't turn back and try and play it into trouble. They just got to run and try and pick up something. This is where you'd argue you probably should have signed Usain Bolt.
You have to be smart. I think when you win the ball back too, you can't panic. You have to be smart.
Yeah.
Got to try to give your teammates that breather, but at the same time, not just immediately give it back to them.
Someone's saying the overlay is glitching out, Jack.
Well, I have to refresh it, as you know, Dave.
Refreshing it. Yeah, just give him time.
To get the timer
synced up. Very impatient man, Artis.
I just have to get it synced up, so I have to refresh it. Ball over the top for Ekatike. Jet Spence lets it bounce. Good strength.
Oh, well done, Jay. What strength. Can we? This could be in a counter-attacking moment here. Play him, Lucas.
Play him.
Oh, you gotta play him, Jade. Now it's gone. There's no point now.
You're not gonna play him, man. Play him.
Oh man, he's got to put it in.
That's a breakaway right there, and it's a poor pass from Archie Gray. Does well there though. Get rid of it, man. Jeez, you gotta play him there. And then we still go long. What's the point?
To nobody.
What's the point?
Yeah, it's even more infuriating. The Jet Spence just has to lift that. He's gone. He has him for pace. If you put a good ball in behind, and not saying he's going to score at him, but you might win a corner or something, you know? Well done, Romero. Go on, Romy. Come on, Romy. Oh, good ball on the Kudus. Come on, Kudus. Travel. He's tired.
Or tired. Romero. It was Porro, actually. Sorry, not Romero. Porro.
They're just wearing the same boots. They look like the same
haircut, same boots.
Do you know what it was?
Good ball into Bergvall. Good run from Bergvall. Skin him. See if you can take him on. Kudus. He's got Bentancur. Backwards. Pedro. Kudus, you got time here. You got Kolomwani at the back post.
I don't think they want to rush it. I think they want to try and buy themselves a little bit of a breather from sitting back right now. Mo.
Maybe earn a corner here.
You got to pick up.
Oh, shit. Kudus. If you're going to do that, man, if you're going to do that, please just... He had so many passing options for a whole 3 minutes there. So many options, man. You have Kolomwani to whip it into. You have Bergvall showing. You have Bentancur showing. So frustrating, man.
So frustrating, Jacko. Oh.
He wants to take on his man like 10 times, Kudus.
Oh, this is danger. Well done. Romero, good defending. Kudos. Can you win something? Well done.
He is going to be. He's vital though for holding up the ball. To be fair, Kudus. He is. He's like. He's like another striker. He's like another striker, a guy that can't hold up the ball. He just holds on to it far too long. He's just extremely selfish.
Bergval's also going to be crucial, making runs so that we're not just looking at Moani.
Oh, lovely turn from Bentancur.
It's not a bad idea. Go on, Moani. Go on, Moani. Unlucky. What we can't afford is to be picked in possession. Like if we are going to go forward, you just got to play the balls in behind and keep it moving. So far, good structure from Tottenham. Not any spacing around the edge of the box. Romero, good clearance. Moani, take it in. Well done. Oh, well done.
Good job, Moani.
Get your head up. Lucas, move it on.
There you go.
Good ball. Jed, playing Moani now.
Tries to play Bergval in.
Okay, that'll do. That'll do. Well done.
Good
well
turn
done,
from
Jed.
Great turn.
Jed.
Oh,
ref, that's a free. It's a fucking free, ref. Oh my God. Oh my God. How's he not given that? How is he not given that? He tells him to get up, and he gave Conor Bradley one earlier on. Are you taking the Michael? Oh my Lord, this guy's corrupt. You couldn't make it any more fucking obvious. He's dragging out a Jed. He's in behind. Why would Jed want to go down there? Why? Oh my Lord. He gave one to Conor Bradley for the exact same thing. Prick.
Might be one of the most biased referee performances we've seen this season. Unbelievable.
You went very low there, Jacko.
Probably just far away from my mic.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most biased referee decisions I've seen this season. This guy.
And he's trying to stop Moani from getting out to the ball there. Look, dick.
He's going to tap it home for them. He's going to get into the box.
Oh no. Well done. Brilliant from Kudos.
You know this referee, it's going to get to 90 minutes. It's going to be 0-0. Referee's going to go for the header.
Oh, he'll go for 101. He'll keep going till Liverpool score. How is that? How is he not giving that to Jed, man? Right,
which minute will Liverpool get a penalty? Says Harmless Potato. Seriously.
Yeah, it feels like it. It's back post. It's overhit. You can't let that come back across. You can't let him shoot. Get out.
Blocked by Bergval.
Bentancur. Ooh. Get out. Well done, Romy.
Love it.
Oh, come on. That'll do, Bentancur. That'll do. Good aggression from Tottenham. Oh, they're diving around everywhere. They're diving around everywhere.
These Liverpool players are not only pussies, but they're fucking shameless, dude.
That's it, Romy and Jed. Get stuck into them. There you go, Romy. Push him back again. There we go.
Let's have it. Shameless, man. These guys are shameless.
Oh, they're looking for a VAR decision again.
What a wuss.
Well, in fairness, they sent Romero off for that against Chelsea 2 years ago, didn't they? They're looking for a VAR decision here. There's no way. He's followed through. The guy's right in front of him. What do you want him to do? Jesus Christ.
If he gives a yellow to any of us here, the referee, I swear to God, I might have to take. He better not give us a card here. Because you know he wants to. He's telling you, Zach, listen, I'll give you a penalty in the 88th minute. It just can't be. He's like, they're already copping onto it. They already can tell, I'm on your side here. They're getting on to me. I'll give you, just need to wait 30 minutes. Oh, they've strung. Come on.
Defend it.
Well done, Bergs.
Break. Kudus, you got to go on the overlap. You can't take everything to feet all the fucking time, man. Go in behind. Do not lose it there either. So annoying there, Jack. He's got to go in behind when Bergwall has that ball.
Romero taking a risk. Romero taking a risk.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Not like this.
Oh, my God. Romero's taking a huge risk.
Fuck it anyway.
Romero, man. He tried to play it out from the back, tried to play a really dangerous pass through them, and it got given away. I think part of it, though, is what Dave is saying. Like, Kudus decides to go backwards when we don't need to go backwards. We had so many players flying forward.
He just didn't need to go backwards there, Kudus. Like I said it 10 minutes ago. The minute we start going backwards, we're going to play ourselves into trouble. He's looking for the ball off Bergwall when you just want him to run in behind. Just run in behind. It's where the space is. Bergwall's moving forward. Kudus is standing there. Give it to me to feet. Plays backwards and we play ourselves into trouble. I said literally 5 minutes ago, we can't do that. When we get the ball and we're breaking, it's called counter-attacking for a reason. You keep going forward. It's fucking insanity. And look, it doesn't help that's a shit ball by Romero either. I'm not excusing the guy whatsoever. It's just sloppy. It's poor. We didn't look
just
like
took a risk he didn't need to take. You need to just clear your lines. Romero just needs to clear his lines.
Exactly, just clear your lines. But it just starts with Kudus making a bonehead decision. Oh, frustrating. It is so frustrating. We are just the masters of our own downfall. We are just the masters of it. I'm livid with Romero and Kudus there. Absolutely fucking livid.
Romero's just got to be. He knows that he can play these passes out from the back. He can split the lines, but there you just have to be route one. You just have to get it away. It's a terrible ball by Romero.
Shocking.
Brennan Johnson on. Oh, now we've really lost. Kudus off, Johnson on. Oh.
Yeah, well, I'd say Frank is livid with him for turning backwards there and not running in behind. Absolutely fuming, I would say. And it's also a ball Romero can't afford to give away there because everyone's pushed up.
Everyone's spot on.
Everyone's pushed up. You just can't give it away. It's interesting that Frank has took Kudus off straight away, by the way. I wonder, is he living with Kudus not running in behind there and playing backwards? Because if not, then why wouldn't you keep him on for another 10, 15? You know what I mean? I reckon he's furious with Kudus. That's why he's took him off there.
Yeah, I agree, Rowdy, man. F's sake, all this hard work, and then we giving them a goal like that on a play. That's the other thing, too, right? You would sort of be okay more with conceding a goal where it's like they're just putting you under the cosh. They're putting you under pressure. They haven't really done that yet, to be honest. It's another goal. Like, aren't Spurs, Dave, like kind of one of the leaders this season with mistakes leading to goals, errors leading to goals? That's another one. That's another one. It's not really from Liverpool breaking us down or putting pressure on us and then eventually just sort of slamming one home. What you would expect is us to concede from, them getting down the byline, putting in a cross. We sort of clear it away and it maybe isn't the best of clearances. And then they just sort of fire it home from somewhere. That's sort of the goal that you'd be expecting to concede with 10 men. Not that sort of goal. You should not be conceding a goal like that with 10 men. That's the one you have to avoid.
It's just, do you know what the most annoying thing about it? How many times have we seen Romero make them passes? Like, not the ones that he's given away, but the ones he's attempted and complete. How many times have we seen him actually make them proper passes? And then, this is the one we give away. But again, I maintain, good ball by Johnson. I maintain, it all starts with Kudus turning back when the run's in behind. And how many times have I been screaming at him to make that run in behind? And he refuses. Too lazy. Give me the ball. If you're going to take the ball off him, at least fucking turn and drive. He doesn't. He passes up back into trouble. When you're down to 10 men and you're trying to break, what you can't do is exactly what we're trying to do here. Fucking pass backwards. You know what I mean? You can't do it. Oh, we're so frustrating. Just get it over and done with so I can go and enjoy Christmas, please. Oh. Porro, ball into Johnson. Keep battling.
Well done,
Well done,
Romero.
Robbie.
Bentancur, it's poor. It's poor.
Oh, man. Still, though, it's 1-0. We can still try and salvage a draw. See if we can. Stop playing fucking backwards. Do you know how many times we've seen a run turned away and then turned back to play the run?
Yeah.
It is frustrating. Just play it first time, man.
Even if the option isn't ideal, you just got to play it. Just have to play forwards. Sometimes we're ignoring open passes. When we have 10 men, like, you're not going to have a lot of great options with 10 men. You have to sometimes just take the first option with 10.
Yeah. Time. Oh, well done, Archie.
Risky.
Johnson, get on the overlap. It's why you've been brought in.
Johnson doesn't even make a run in behind. He's doing the same thing that Kudus is doing. He's just showing he wants the ball to feet. He's doing the same thing Kudus is doing. He's not making a run in behind. He's got asking for the ball to feet. For fuck's sake, dude. Make a run down the line. Frimpong. He's very, very rusty, I think, so hopefully we can just bank on that this game. Dropkick your teacher saying we completely gave up. Awful. I don't think we've given up.
No, we haven't. We've just been undone by a sloppy mistake.
It's just a terrible mistake. I don't know what you mean, dropkick.
Oh, please, please. Please, please,
Oh,
Moani. Please, Moani. Please. Colo! Shoot! Oh, back post! Off the bar!
Are you serious, man?
Oh, Archie, keep it alive. Bergval, put it in.
Jed, he shoots it.
Oh, Moani, so
unlucky, man. Holy nuts.
And he just creates this all himself. Hold up play, burns a player as well. He just does it all on his own. Oh, just if it just dropped an inch, it's in. If it just
an inch, or it could drop onto Johnson there, potentially. Could Johnson have jumped for this? No, too high, too high. If anything, Johnson maybe has to try to anticipate that going off the bar for him.
Oh, if it's just a yard lower.
Oh, good try, Colo. Well done, Gray. Come on, Colo.
Unlucky.
You'd never accuse Colo Milani of not trying, because this guy just runs his lungs off every time.
No, space here, space here. Well done, Rami. Gray. Don't panic. Well done.
Jed Spence getting forward.
You have to go. You have to support Jed by going, Bergval. You can't just stay there. I'm getting frustrated with some little things. Some little things.
Q7 saying, as much as we seem to create our own problems in games, we also seem to get no luck, though, as well. I do agree with that,
I would agree with that. I would agree with that.
Well done, Romero.
We need a corner so he can go and score and make up for his own mistake. This is still here on the counter. That's what that ball off the crossbar gives me encouragement that this is still here on the counter. We're not done yet.
100%.
Not buried. We're trying anyway. That's the main thing. Keeper, you gotta come.
No.
He's too strong
It's not
for
Romero
in the
again.
air.
Did he just get
Too
dunked
strong.
on by Ekitike?
But again, 6-yard box. He's
asking for a foul.
Did he just book Romero as well? What are you looking for a foul here for? He's claiming he's pushed too hard soft. He's never getting that. He's just not strong enough in the air. See, that's the look, though. Liverpool's dropping. Ours doesn't up the other end. You know what I mean? You're never getting... yeah, you're never getting that, though. People saying it is a push.
Give Ekitike a red. He was midair, and then he does sort of two hands to the back. That's... Are they going to even look at it? Not even going to check it? Yeah, they're not even going to fucking check it. That's what I'm saying. We never even get a decision to go to the monitor. Literally ever. We never get a decision to go to the monitor. Thomas Frank has probably been given a yellow card. Fucking hell, this ref, man. It's doomed from the beginning with this ref.
The fact that they didn't even check that, but yet they checked the one of Voltamata to give him a penalty is insane. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, very good point. Just it feels like we've just been up against 13 men. VAR, 15 men, every man in the VAR room. Anthony Taylor. Never really our game.
Oh, well, now we are dead and buried,
Yeah.
Unfortunately. 22 minutes of pain now.
Got a bent ref for Christmas.
Oh. Actually, didn't they disallow a goal on us earlier on in the season for Van de Ven pushing somebody as well? Oh, I don't even know what to say to you guys out there anymore. I don't even know what to say. We just can't get any points going whatsoever by hook or crook. And to be honest, it's hard to even really fault the team today. It's hard to even really fault Frank today. I don't even know what to say to you guys today. This game is well and truly done now anyway. 1-0, we're still in it. 2-0, we're dead and buried. But I'd argue, maybe a little bit soft, but, you know, two hands on Romero. Clear push there. We got a goal disallowed when Romero, when Van de Ven was pushed into the back of someone, and then he ended up pushing someone else, and Romero scored, and we got a goal disallowed off it. And then when they look at the Benticore and Voltamata one against Newcastle, the fact they don't even check this one, it's disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. But again, if we're not going to come out after the game and complain about VAR or the refereeing decisions, then, you know, we're going to accept them. What do we expect? Liverpool just playing through us here now. Good last-ditch defending from Mickey Van de Ven. 2 more subs coming in here. João Paulinho, and then it looks like Wilson Odegaard as well.
A lot of
João
people
Paulinho coming on for Bergvall.
A lot of people in the chat seem to be thinking Romero was hard done by there.
Well, I'm just thinking, Jack, if you go back to one of the games earlier on the season, Van de Ven was pushed into somebody, which meant he ended up pushing someone else. And Romero had scored and it was disallowed.
Right.
But, they find a reason to disallow that one, but they won't even look at this one. Then you go back to the one Bentancur and Voltemada. Yeah. They went out their way to look at that one, but again, wouldn't even send this one to be checked.
Yeah.
I mean, this is where I get. But again, if we're not going to, if no one in the club is going to come out and say anything, it's going to keep happening. But again, it just shows how sometimes football can be such fine margins. The ball doesn't drop a yard for us up the other end off the crossbar. Then all of a sudden up the other end, it just squeezes in on the inside of the post. You know what I mean? It's just, it's our luck, isn't it?
No, it seemed doomed from the get-go. It was never going to be our game.
Van Dijk. On to Carquez. To Wirtz. Please do something stupid. Give us a goal. Give me some hope for the last 18 minutes. Liverpool are just starting to find a little bit of rhythm here now. Just sending bodies forward on the overlap.
Suppose clips it.
Ken Jet Spence closed down Frimpong. Queuing up at the edge of the box. Ball in. Free header. Free shot at the back post. He's dragged it away, given offside anyway. If Florian Wirtz score, we really are Tottenham. Dr. Tottenham. Isak hasn't scored for ages. He scores. Tony Olo says it all goes back to the summer signings. We wasted time and we are stuck with needing kids to step up. Well, this is the thing. We weren't. He dropped Paulinho today. And look, to be honest, I'm not getting into the rounds of, pulling out Bergvall or Gray. They're not the reason why we lost today. They tried, they ran. It's just the red card sort of shaped the rest of the game after that.
And the game's been taken out of our hands, really.
But, if we're going to discuss it, he chose not to start Paulinho today, if you know what I mean. Tony, let me know. Maybe I'm picking it up wrong, Tony. Let me know, buddy. Bentancur's too easy, man. Frimpong puts it in. Well done, Van de Ven. Got to try damage limitations here now. Let me see if Tony got back to me. Let me see if I maybe misread it.
I agree with Tony. I just don't know if this is the perfect game to mention that, to be honest, if you get what I mean. I just think there are better games to probably use that as a reference. I just think, for the most part, I wouldn't really fault the effort of the players. I wouldn't really fault the performance that much. I wouldn't really fault Thomas Frank that much.
No.
I think Thomas Frank has gotten the tactics right.
I just
think this game has just unfortunately been taken out of our hands, really. If anything, we also let ourselves down. I know Dave is right. That's not like we've had a million chances, but I think there have been a couple of chances. If we just done a little bit better, or if even Cole Mawani's thing just slips underneath the bar and Johnson's there to tap it home, you could be talking about a different game here. There were even moments in that first half where potentially we could have even gone 1-0 up in the first half, and you never know. It could be a different game. And like we're saying, if Xavi Simons doesn't get that red card, we looked like the better team with 11 men. We did.
Yeah.
And even for periods of this game, we even looked like the better team with 10 men. For good periods of this game, we looked like the better team. So it's just
a mixture of everything. It's a mixture of no luck, a mixture of some poor decisions, on our behalf, and then just a mixture of just referee never really giving us a fair crack at the whip from minute one, really.
Yep.
And the thing is, like, to Jack's point, like, now we're starting to get sloppy, but, you can't really pull out the players. Maybe you can pull out Kudus and Van de Ven or Kudus and Romero for the first goal.
Yeah.
But, it's hard to pull out Thomas Frank today as well. You'd argue the tactics that we set up with. I mean, that's got to be a free kick. The tactics we set up with were right. They stifled Liverpool. They had no answer to it. And then Xavi Simons' sort of red card sort of changed the game. And she's one of them. But at the same time, we just keep losing games, man. You know what I mean? Just keep losing games. We can't keep losing games at this rate. It's just so annoying.
Limpy Down Under saying Xavi let us down with that reckless tackle, but other than that, I think the players have showed a lot in this game. I kind of agree with that. That's why it's sort of, again, it's hard to be super cynical, to be honest, because it just feels harsh. Like I said before, I think there's so many other games that we could sort of be cynical about the tactics, player performances, that sort of thing. Today just doesn't feel like one of those, to be honest.
Certainly got a lot more.
Feels like an exception to the rule, really.
Look,
today.
we got a lot more effort than what we did against Nottingham Forest. In possession, a bit better than what we were against Nottingham Forest.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, one of my main takeaways today is just not being able to capitalise when we're on top of games. I sort of mentioned it in the first half when we're on top that we have to take advantage of it, and we just didn't.
Yeah. And that was also a symptom of last season, I would say, too.
Yeah.
That was probably the story of a lot of games last season. Be absolutely on top of a team and then just never put them away at any point.
Van de Ven into Udeberg. Can he get turned here? He's got to get it under control first. Fucking hell.
And then Georgie Hill. Good to see you, George Hill. It's been a while. Saying Romero cost us a goal. He's bagging 3 next match.
Could do with bagging 2 here.
Let me know, George. Like, you don't need to put it in a super chat or anything, but let me know if you think that was a foul. I'm kind of split on it because, like Davis said, I've seen times where we've been blown up for a foul for far less. Like,
I think in this
West Ham game, we were given 2 fouls. Like, there were 2 fouls that West Ham were given when they were probably fouling us. And then Newcastle is another example. So why is it that Romero doesn't get anything there, but then in other times they've gone out of their way to blow us up for something far less? So I do agree with that line of logic.
Even if you don't get the decision, why haven't they checked it like they do every other time?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's where I get frustrated with it.
Yeah.
Like, look, to be honest with you, with the way I play football, my own rule book, that's soft. But to this modern day standard, which is why they gave the red card against Xavi Simons earlier on, that's a free out. And considering you look at the one he gave Conor Bradley when Spence had his hands on him up the other end, how's that not one a free out then? Do you know what I mean? There's no consistency in the decision. Conor Bradley got one against Jed Spence up in the other half for, I would argue, less of a push, less pressure, but yet the referee can call that one and give it out. But the one on Romero where there's 2 blatant hands on his back, he can't see? Fuck off.
Yeah.
Not having it.
And then Stefan Blois, good to see you, Stefan, saying every counterattack has gone backwards. That's a system issue. Could be slightly like the instructions, that they know maybe under Thomas Frank that you don't maybe attack with that will every time. But I would say a couple of times it has been player decisions. Like there was that one stage where I remember Bergvall was making a lung-busting run for Jed Spence. Jed Spence, for whatever reason, decides to go backwards. How many times did Mohamed Kudus, decide to just hold on to the ball for far too long?
It's madness. Oh.
Manager, really. Can you hear me?
I think Jacko's internet has crashed, guys. I think his internet has said no more pain. Oh, he's back. Thought the internet saved you there for a minute, Jack.
Huh.
Thought I was going to tell you had enough pain. It's a shame you're on the floor there. I was enjoying that. But to Jack's point, though, Stefan, it is some of it is poor decision making and effort. Like, you can argue for the large part of this season, a lot of it has probably been system related. Maybe to a degree that sort of continues over if we haven't sorted out the problems. But like that first goal, for instance, that we've conceded, I mean, that's just a football IQ. Kudus should know he should just run in behind there. Bergwaj's already running forward. The fact that he's standing there waiting for that ball to feet, and then he turns backwards and plays us back into trouble. It's just brain dead, man. It's just absolutely brain dead.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't wait for this game to be over now. Tony Olo just meant we aren't clinical. It's frustrating. Yeah, absolutely spot on. It's very frustrating. It's one thing that is a big bugbear of mine of this squad in general. Even last season, season before, when we were on top of games, we don't capitalize on it. We don't put teams away. We do a lot of passing in and around, but we never actually do enough to challenge them, to really put them to bed, really sort of get shots on goals or force shots on goals to really put them to bed. It's really disappointing.
And then George Hill saying Jacko 100% a foul, doesn't get called because Romero's reputation. Same reason he gets booked for talking to the ref, even though he's a captain of the team. It's utter shit and won't change because we're just too nice.
Yeah, well, unless we put pressure on it, you're absolutely spot on.
I don't know why. I don't know why you can still hear me and see me, but my link isn't working anymore. I'm going to try to figure this out.
I can't see the game anyway.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but at least you can still hear me, but I don't know why the game is not working anymore.
People are saying Richie's just scored. No way. I told you Richie had scored today. I told everybody. Prue. Game back on. Oh, if we shit house something. Come on, Richie. Let's go. Can't even see the goal. Guys, what happened? Let me know, guys. Just waiting for Jack to come back here. 2-1 Spurs. Let's fucking go. Up. Wait. Get in. Might be rule it out. What are they ruling it out for? Scuffled into the net, people says. It's getting checked. Oh, they can check this one. What's going on, guys? Oh, it's being checked. It's going to get ruled out, innit? See what's going on with Jacko. You keep me updated in the chat, though, guys. It's a goal given. Let's go. Amazing the way they can check that and buy Liverpool time, though, right? And kill our momentum, but they couldn't check it the other way around up the other end. Absolutely disgusting. VAR pathetic. Ref's a joke. You're all right, Jacko. Just let me know, my man. If not, then, if you can't get back on, just let me know and I'll wrap it up.
All right. Might have been able to figure it out.
Will we get one chance? People saying McAllister died. What's going on there?
All righty. Hopefully the link refreshes for you, Dave.
No worries, I'll have a look now, Jacko. We're still on a black. Oh, yeah, there we go. Let's go see if we can salvage something here. This would be brilliant if we could.
Richie.
Oh, Richie, that was the moment. Oh, it's last minute. Corner kick here. Come on, Tottenham. Come on, Rami. Come on, Rami. Come on, Rami. Ref, they're pushing Van de Ven in there. That's a shocking corner. Just when you need a bit of quality. Just go long throw.
Out for another throw-in.
Come on, Spurs. Come on, Spurs.
Ground is going mental, says Patrick.
It's good to see. Richie just, oh, well done, Rich. Well done, Rich. Can he find the ball? It's a good ball.
Oh, fuck you, Allison.
There's one more chance left in this for us. I'll get up, Frimpong. Play on. Don't put it out, Tottenham. Play on. Don't be nice guys here. Ref, that's got to be a free, ref. Yes, ref.
No way they should complain.
I don't care if he's bleeding RST. It's not up to us to put the ball out. Been diving around left, right, and centre.
Sometimes I really do question who you're supporting, artist. Why would we put it on? Why would we play it out for him?
Down to 10 men. We've been injustified all game. Why would we put it out?
They better give us 7 to 8 minutes, says Tony.
Oh, they won't. They'll probably give us 2. Ref, he's got to leave the pitch now. Get him off for 30 seconds.
And he's going to blow it compared to the first half. He's going to blow it 10 seconds before he even reaches.
Yeah.
The final time.
We just need a good delivery off this. Give ourselves a chance here, boys. Good delivery.
No, Chiesa.
I think he's trying to learn from the Leeds game, isn't he? Where they were going mad because he didn't bring on Mo Salah. Maybe he's looking to catch us up the other end. Oh, please, just one good delivery. Oh, please, make my Christmas. This would really be the ultimate Christmas miracle if we come back from 2-0 down with 10 men. Yep, he's got to leave. You're dead right. Get off. That's it, Porro.
Keep him off.
Yeah, well,
put them down to 10 men. See how they like having 10 men.
Approaching injury time here. Let's see how much they're going to give us. Let's just get a good delivery in here first and foremost.
9 minutes.
9 minutes. Come on. Please.
Oh, save. Punched away.
Just tidy it up.
Oh, what a bear.
Wilson.
He's gotten it. Oh, no, he hasn't.
Richie handing the ball to get on with it. I like that. If we can just get Richie another chance, he's fired up, man.
If Richie scores, he better keep his shirt on this time, says Q7. Into Richie, flicks it on. Oh, unlucky.
Right, Van de Ven win it. Put it upfield. Well done. Header that back to Vic. Oh no, Bentoncourt. Jesus, no. Pump it long, Vic. Oh, let's go. Challenge. Well done.
pal.
And again.
Come on,
And
pal.
again, Joe. And again. Well done, Van de Ven. Bentoncourt. Mera's gone up front.
Oh, no.
Great
Good
challenge.
win by Bentoncourt. What a challenge.
Unbelievable.
Go forwards there. Go forwards there, Mickey.
They're rattled
They're
here.
dropping off us. They are rattled.
Yeah. Romero's gone up front with Richie.
I don't mind it. Win this. Sir!
Yes, he's come through the back of him. Yes, well done, Rami. Well done, Rami. Well picked up that free kick. Come on, Toro.
Every situation, though. Anytime we even touch them, they're just grabbing their face, grabbing their knees. It's insanity.
Can Porro strike one here? Is it striking distance? It's probably a bit far out, maybe. Rami, you're just eating into our time now, buddy.
Romero's off. What has he done?
They gave him a red? No way. There's no way they gave him a red for that. Are you taking the piss? Ah, really? That's Romero now gone for 3 games, is it?
Second yellow. What are we doing, boys?
Shush, so stupid from Romero. Such a stupid head.
What's stupid from him is that he knows that they've been given every little tiny call. So why on earth even give him that choice? Why even give him that choice? Even if it's BS, why even give that to him?
It's just so fucking stupid from him. He would have helped Richarlison up front for the final few minutes there. It's just so shocking. Porro has no option but to goal here. Please pull one out of the bag. Please, Pedro.
Oh, looks like he's lining up for more of a corner. Or, sorry, a regular cross in. He's not really standing that far back.
Hits it!
Oh, good hit.
Oh, Romero. Fuck me. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid head loss. You won the free kick, man. Oh, no. Could be another red card here. Bentoncourt clatters him. VAR could get involved here. Oh, wow.
We are eating up our own injury time,
Yeah.
though. It's really stupid from us. We are just losing our heads here. We've been eating up our own time. Have to go for them, though. Well done, Rich. Cario's going to have to almost play like an extra center back.
Yeah.
He's going to almost be forced to be lobbed.
Oh, well done.
Jed.
Well done, Jed.
Richie, a good
Well
ball
done,
by
Jed.
Richie.
Good ball, Jed. Come on, Wilson.
Wilson.
Can he get there?
Wilson.
He does.
Well done.
Oh, he just doesn't have the strength. Here we go, though. Mickey Van de Ven picks it up. Gotta be brave here, guys.
Holy shit.
Well done, Mickey. Just move it out to Wilson. You gotta go at him, Wilson.
Yes, Wilson. Whips
Good
it
ball.
in. Good ball.
Cleared by Van Dijk. Let it go out. Let it go out.
Done.
Come on, Spurs.
Well done.
Come on, Spurs. Long throw. It's all we can do.
Good ball. Yeah, into Bentancur.
You got to go in, boys. It's got to go in. You've got nothing to lose now. Oh. Go on,
Yes.
Mickey. Well done, Mickey. Someone shoot.
Pedro, have a hit!
Oh!
Damn it.
Damn it. That was the chance.
We're down to 9 men. I feel like we're still threatening.
We're more attacking with 9 men than we are with 11. Here we go. One more chance, please. Please. Vic, take it up to halfway if they allow you. Take it more. Please, Rich. Well done, Rich.
Richie.
Lay it off. Good ball. Come on, Wilson. Come on, Wilson.
Come on. Oh, whoa. Skins him. Whips
Good
it
ball.
in.
Good ball. Mickey.
Oh, did so well there, Odebear.
Oh, no.
Win this.
Oh, no.
Get there, Jed. Get there, Jed. Put a foot in, Brennan.
No
Well
foul.
done. Well done, Brennan. Sir, it's a red.
Bentancur's got to go forward. That is brilliant from Brennan Johnson there, by the way. Vicario wanted them to push up here. We're going for it. You just got to get it to Richarlison. He's the only one that can win this. Or João Palhinha. Do not go short. It's in Richarlison's vicinity. It's okay. Bentancur picks it up. To Wilson. Back to Bentancur. Good ball to Jed Spence. Jedi. Moves it on to Johnson.
Don't give it to Johnson.
Bentancur, you got to put it in. Ah, not a great ball.
Need you, Vic. Why is Vic so far back? That's when you need Vic to just sort of be camped back there.
Yeah.
Oh, playman.
No, that's not the one, Jed.
Oh.
Oh. And now they're making a sub. Fuck off. Time wasting rats. Oh. You better add on like you did in the first half, Rev. It's just so stupid from Romero. Oh, man. He'll blow us up as soon as they throw it, will he? Richie trying his best.
Does
Well done,
well.
Richie. Go on, Richie.
Sir!
Oh,
Poor
no.
pass.
He's off. He's off. He's off. He's off.
Terrible clearance by Vicario, though. Good touch for Bentancur.
You got to let us go along here, Ref.
Please have a good
gotta get
clearance
this
here,
ball out.
Vic. Please actually get a good ball in. Please. And don't you dare pass it short like you did that other game.
Frank's telling him to squeeze up here. He knows it's the last chance.
Actually, a good ball.
It's not a bad ball, that. Can we pick it up? We do. Richie, good ball back to Wilson. Wilson, puts it across.
Oh, Johnson, why are you falling over? Why are
Is
you
there a
falling
push?
over?
Is there a push?
Core. Lovely. Oh, poor giveaway. Oh, and then he blows it up, of course. Why is
Oh.
Johnson on the ground? Why
Now,
is
look,
Johnson on the ground?
players are screaming for a fucking VAR check here. And he's booked Richarlison after the game.
What even happened at the end there? I mean, they're appealing for something. And also, why is Johnson on the... If he isn't on the ground, he taps that home.
Johnson's appealing that he was pushed. He's appealing he was pushed and clipped and taken out of it. Which, it is frustrating because they gave one to Voltamata for something similar, or at least they looked at it. The fact that there's not even being a check on it.
What a bonkers game. Honestly, this game had no sanity to it whatsoever. And unfortunately, a game that just had the referee's handprints all over it. Just every decision, every single foul call, every single throw into corner just felt like was just suspect this game. Yeah. It's just one of those that really, I mean, I mean to say this, like, unfortunately, it just had the referee's handprints all over it. Even at the end there, like, we don't even know. We never get a replay, for fuck's sake. Any other team, you always get a replay, but with us,
well, if you don't get a replay, it means it was a pen. That's the golden rule.
Yeah, with us now, it seems that
I've
way.
learned that.
But Dave, I mean, probably one of the most bonkers games, easily the most bonkers games this season, but like one of the most bonkers ones I can remember for a while now, where it's just everything from insane, moments with red cards to sort of being our own worst enemy, but at the same time, kind of being the better team, like for the majority of this game is like as well. It's just a hard one to sort of get your head around. Like, I wouldn't necessarily fault the players' efforts. I would kind of fault them for being a bit stupid at times because, Xavi Simons' challenge, let's be honest, was a bit reckless. I do think it was harsh to give that as a red, but it was probably a bit reckless. Romero's decision to lash out at Konate was, again, reckless and stupid. But at the same time, I felt like the way Konate sort of play acted it was absolutely shameless, really, for the most part. Same thing with Van Dijk. It's just a crazy game. But then we had chances, man. Like, we did have chances in this game. There still was. And sort of from beginning to the end, we still were like threatening and we still were sort of getting forward. You wouldn't fault them for just giving up at any stage in this game. There was even that moment where, Kolo Muani hit it and then it just bounced off of the bar. You had, the Romero push in the back. Like, if that's deemed as a foul, it maybe stays 1-1 for a period. Maybe Romero doesn't get sent off and lose his head in that situation either. I just think this is an absolute nuts game to sort of wrap your head around, really. I feel like no matter how you summarize it, you're going to be leaving out something crazy that happened, really, in this game. That's just why I'm seeing it.
Yeah.
Craziest game of the season, really. And unfortunately,
it's a
another loss.
Game. It's a shame, actually, because for large periods, we were actually the better team today. Look, don't get me wrong. I think from minute one, it's clear we weren't going to get the rub of the green from the referee. But where I become a little bit disappointed is players need to learn that and not give them reasons to be pulling out the cards and sending them off. And it felt like we'd done that. Xavi Simons' tackle, a bit harsh, I reckon, in terms of being a red card, especially since I actually just remembered when Diogo Jota, put studs right into Ollie Skip's head when we played them years ago. Nothing given that day, not even a red card or a VAR check. Yet, that one is a sending off. I find, it's just inconsistency. Well, and this is where a lot of fans end up moaning that, that it's biased towards their team because it's just so many inconsistencies. And then, look, with Romero's one, I mean, right at the end, you can't defend that. That's just petulant. It's stupid. You've won the free kick. You've got a chance to get back into it despite the referee being against you. And you go and give him a reason to send you off when the momentum was on our side. Yeah. That was stupid from Romero. It was a head loss, and I can't sit here and defend that. But then even just, you look at the manner of the goals we conceded. First one, it's just so poor. And it all starts with Mo Kudus being fucking lazy. That's one thing I can't tolerate, is someone that's lazy. He just refused to run in behind, takes the ball off Bergvall, plays backwards. When you're playing on the counter-attack, you can't do that. You play yourself into trouble. And then Romero doubles down with a sloppy pass, and it's not something you usually say about Romero, which is very, very frustrating. Then the second one, you would argue, again, injustice. You go back to earlier on in the season, I can't remember who it was against, but Van de Ven ended up getting pushed from behind. He ended up pushing the guy that was marking Romero. Romero scored and VAR ruled it out. This guy's got two hands on Romero's back, and they haven't ruled it out. You know, you go back to Bentancur, Voltamata. You know, again, Bentancur's being leaned on, ragdolled. They give the penalty to Voltamata, and yet they're not giving us the fair rub of the decisions the other way. However, let's see if the club actually grow a set of bollocks today and actually get,
Yeah.
put pressure on PJ O'Mel, put pressure on the ref, put pressure on VAR. Let's see if they actually do that, because the reason why these injustices keep happening against us is purely because we sit there and we accept it. It'd be interesting to see if Frank comes out and fucking has a go. And if they do, the club need to come out and back him and pay his fine. Or someone from inside the club steps up and puts pressure on. But if we sit here and accept the injustice today, then I'm not going to moan about it anymore, because as a football club, if you're going to accept it, the reason why Liverpool are getting them decisions, how many times did Klopp call out a lot of their decisions in games and stuff like that? It's why they get them.
Crying Klopp. Yeah, completely agree.
It's just another frustrating day. It's just another frustrating day, Jack. You know, like, and to be fair, you can't even really pull out Thomas Frank for today.
No, not at all.
The setup actually worked. It stifled Liverpool. They hadn't a clue. They hadn't any answers to it. And then just some bonehead decisions within it just let us down.
Even down to 9 men, like, they still were struggling against us. 11 men, we looked like we were the better team for the whole time. 10 men for the majority of the time, the better team. The goal that we even gave up to Liverpool, right, was more our own doing than, like, Liverpool's own brilliance. You know, I don't, like, even when we were down to 10, I didn't really think of any stage where Liverpool were really on top of us, you know, like, just absolutely just, threatening consistently. Like, it just felt like we were our own worst enemy in this game. And I did feel for Thomas Frank in that regard. Tony, just from earlier, saying that was our captain, fellas. It's a huge head loss from Romero. I just think he's one of those guys that has the moment, to sort of get maybe too passionate and sort of let his emotions, sort of get ahead of him. I think he probably felt like when Konate is collapsing over him, right? That, like, Konate just barges through the back of him. He probably felt like, okay, why is that now giving us a free kick when earlier, the goal that we conceded, he also, shoved me and, gave 2 hands to the back, and you didn't give it as a foul. And then he stupidly, especially right in front of the referee, stupidly, like, sort of kicked at Konate. I'll be honest, a bit embarrassing, though, the way that Konate sort of flapped his arm about. He was doing like a guitar motion, the way that he's pretending like it sort of hit his arm and everything. It's just Liverpool, I'll be honest, pretty shameless from them. The way that, like, I don't usually complain about diving and sort of, flopping and that sort of thing, but really, like, the entire game, man, like, how many times did they just bundle over on, just this, lightest of contact, the whole game, really. Absolute pussies, I thought, throughout the whole game. Darkson G saying this referee plus Liverpool equals a mandatory loss. Johnson went MIA. 2 talking points there, Dave. I mean, we were our own worst enemy. Like, it's almost like we sort of lost it ourselves as much as the referee was against us. It felt like the players, not the manager, but the players sort of lost it. They have to take onus and responsibility. I also do feel like this game from the get-go was a mountain and 2 mountains to climb because of this referee. This referee from minute 1 to minute 90 was just suspect from the get-go. Really was. Every decision, it felt like, was controversial, to be honest.
Well, look, you said it from minute 1, or, during the game, all he's done is just point one way.
Yeah.
That's all he's done.
No.
It's disgraceful. Look, how many times do I sit here and give out about these refereeing decisions? But at the end of the day, I know you're giving out about, Konate sort of making the most of it, saying you could argue the same with Van Dijk. But look at the results it yielded. And this is where our players,
well, they knew the referee was on their side, so that's why they did it.
Yeah. But this is where our players need to learn, though, Jack.
Yeah.
They have to learn these lessons.
Yeah. And then Johnson, MIA. I think Kudus and Johnson were really frustrating this game, Dark Sun G. So I, like, as much as I enjoy sometimes calling out Johnson, like, I don't think Kudus was really that much better. Kudus can actually hold up the ball compared to Johnson, but at the same time, there are moments when Kudus needed to make runs in behind to stretch the back line, to sort of be an outlet, to run sort of towards goal, really. But every time he comes short for it. Every time he wants the ball to feet. He wants to do it all on his own. There were even moments when Xavi Simons, before he got sent off, right, there was a stage where Xavi Simons is begging for Kudus to make a run in behind the back line, and Kudus is showing only short for it. He just seems to be a bit of a selfish player in that regard, to be honest, Kudus. He kind of just doesn't really want to work. He never faults him for working hard off of the ball. That's what's kind of strange. He always tracks back. He always helps out. He always tries to get his foot in and help us out defensively. But when we're in possession, doesn't seem keen on sort of making runs in behind for whatever reason. Johnson, that's all he's good at, is making runs in behind and being at the back post. He didn't even do that today either, to be frank. He did make one good challenge, though. If I'm going to be fair to him, that sort of saved us maybe from conceding a third goal, really, but I'm not going to show Johnson any praise. I would say neither were really that great. Drop kick your teacher saying you can't blame Frank, but at the end of the day, it is about results and taking your chances. We failed to do both today. Like under Ange, you can't lose every single week. We fought, but stupidity cost us a possible 2-2. Probably agree with all the points, to be honest there, Drop kick your teacher. I kind of agree with all of them. No.
It's a fair point. Look, you could even, you can't really pull out Frank and blame him today. I do agree with you. However, it's still, 1 win in 8 now?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How long is this going to keep being allowed to go on for? But look, the board said that, after first game, they're coming out and backing Thomas Frank. Well, let's see how much weight it holds. The pressure is mounting. Let's see the weight it holds. What I will say is, I don't think he is going to be sacked off the back of today, RST.
It'd be harsh.
It'd be harsh, I think the Palace game, though, there's so much pressure on to win that one. I think that's the one we got to win. You lose that, he's in a world of trouble. But he won't be sacked off the back of today.
And then I think he's right,
nor
though.
Should he be, by the way, actually. Nor should he be. It's not his fault today.
I think it is, for the most part, a very good summary by Dropkick Your Teacher, because he's right by saying we didn't take the chances. There were chances in the first half, Dave, to potentially go 1-0 up. I understand that we weren't peppering Liverpool, but there were moments from Kolo Muani. Jed Spence at that moment at the back post. Bergvall had that breakaway. There's even the other moment where Kolo Muani got unlucky and it bounces off the bar. There were just all these little moments here and there where we could have potentially, given ourselves that leg in this game, to hold on to something, but we just didn't take it. So you're eventually going to get punished. And then we also were our own worst enemies, like he's saying. Stupidity cost us, a possible draw in this game. And I
luck isn't on our side either, though. When things are going bad, luck's not on your side. And what I mean by that is, Muani hit the crossbar, and an inch lower, that's in the back of the net. It's a different game. We probably go on and win the game. And then just off the back of that, they go up the other end, and they get one that goes just on the inside of the post by an inch. You know what I mean? Sometimes luck can have a part to play in terms of changing games at times, and I think there was an element of that today as well. Sometimes football is just a fine margin, and when things aren't going well, luck isn't on your side, and it's not going your way. And I think there was an element of that today as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. Luck not going our way, stupidity costing us as well. Even on the second goal, right? Just the fact that then they just go down the other end, huge shove in the back. And then, it's not even, looked at anything. It's just, just luck. If you're lucky, maybe get that decision, right? The referee decides that's a foul, overrules it, or the VAR finally decides to intervene for Spurs instead of against Spurs. That would be nice.
Yeah.
Ray Martin saying, if Frank does not complain about the ref, he has to resign. Yeah. Is it Frank's responsibility or is it the club's responsibility? That's where I'm both. Kind of at Ray Martin. Probably both. But both. We've never seen when Ange complained, to be fair, Ange complained a few times in the past. Antonio Conte, I remember complaining. Jose Mourinho complained. Jose Mourinho especially was a guy that loved to complain about referees, right? But the club just never seems to sort of stand up for itself. Even there was that time when, what was it? Ange was asked that one question, by the referee, saying, oh, would you be a clown if, you lose, this game in the final? And then they don't even give that. I think that journalist is still allowed back, for every single press conference. They don't even show him any sort of time away. They don't even send any sort of warning out or anything like that, against phrasing questions like that. It just doesn't seem like the club ever seems to stand up for itself, in any way. Why is it that Arteta, or was it Arsenal, right? Liverpool, they've been given the reputation of being serial complainers, right? Serial whiners. Clearly it works for them, because I feel like there's some of the teams that benefit the most from decisions, Liverpool and Arsenal.
All top managers put pressure on the referees. It's always been the case. Managers at the top, fighting week in, week out for points, they always put pressure on the referees, calling out the bad decisions. And it's something that we have to learn as a Big Six club. We're too nice in that regard. We don't go out there and blast them in games where we should and really put the intensity and the scrutiny on them. We never do that. We almost sort of just let them away with it and let fans argue about it on social. But I think Thomas Frank should come out today and sort of, have a proper goal, because you sit here and we moan and go, Arsenal seem to get the rub of the green, Liverpool seem to get the rub of the green. Klopp berated referees for years. How many times have we had heard Arteta go after referees and stuff? And that's why they get the big decisions in these big games. We don't. Now, I'm not being funny. When we under Ange Postecoglou, when Romero got sent off against Chelsea, he's literally kicked the ball and he's followed through because the guy's right in front of him. Naturally, you're going to hit him. You put a ball in front of the concrete wall, you're going to follow through and hit that concrete wall in the kicking motion. They should have came out and went ballistic then and highlighted it, and stuff like that. And we're just way too nice. And that's why we continue to get the decisions against us. Like the one against Newcastle with Bentancur and Voltamata. Did you hear a word from anybody about it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The goal that was disallowed with Romero earlier on the season when Van der Ven was literally pushed into the guy and they gave the free away against Van der Ven. We don't come out and question the decisions enough. We don't put enough scrutiny on it. And then the referees coming into these games, they think they can get away with that. And I'm absolutely sick of it. But like I said, if we're not going to come out and complain after today, I'm going to shut up about it and I'm going to stop complaining about it because the club clearly don't care about it.
And
at the end of the day, these referees are humans. Sorry, people might go, what good does it do? They're humans. In games, when yes,
they can be influenced.
When it comes to 50-50 sort of decision making, they will more tend to go your way because they don't want to be pulled out after the game.
Yeah.
No. Benefits from putting pressures on referees.
I agree. Sean saying the refs ruined the game for sure, but Romero also threw it away. I would agree with that from Sean.
Yep.
Tony Yolo saying, I want to give Frank time. This game isn't his fault, but we are losing at an alarming rate now with January coming. I don't know if we can even give him much more time. I think you're kind of on a similar wavelength. It sounds like to Artist T or drop kicker teacher there by saying hard to really put that much blame on his doorstep after this game. At the same time, it's not like he's come into this game off of the back of great form or anything like that. There are plenty of games where you would absolutely put a lot of blame on his doorstep. This doesn't feel like one of them. I'd argue even to a degree the Forest game as well didn't really feel like the best example or case, to maybe put a lot of blame with him. But there are plenty of other games you could point to. So I don't know. It's just like it's almost like we kind of skip on to the next game. It's like maybe we just try our best to forget about this game and then skip on to the next one and see if hopefully no ridiculous referee decisions and head loss from the players. And if we do actually pick up a win there and see a good performance like we saw today for the most part, maybe then, he buys himself a little bit more time. But it doesn't feel like he still has that much time, Tony, but it would feel harsh to give him a sack. I'm not expecting a sack at all, so I'm probably being a bit dramatic here. I'm not expecting a sack.
No, you're right. Look, it'd be harsh to give him the sack after today. That's just clearly it. For me, it comes down to referees and a bit of a bonehead Romero today. That's what ultimately sort of... And Xavi Simons, he can't escape criticism.
Yeah, true.
Stupid. So... Like if it was a case where the tactics were wrong and everything else, you could maybe make the case. But today, I think it'd be wrong to sack Frank off the back of today because I don't really attribute too much blame to him. But in general, when you look at the project in general, it's just not good. There's been no green shoots. Like, for instance, I know they end up getting the sack, but Jose Mourinho, Conte, they came in, they initially got what they could out of the squad. They showed green shoots. We haven't seen that under this guy, and that's where the concern comes in for me. But I think that decision, I think the Palace game holds all the weight in that.
Okay, yeah. I think a lot of people would agree with you, Tony. I think that's pretty sensible, though, to just sort of maybe move on to the next game and see what judgments we can make from there. I think this is Donovan Osterreicher, Canadian Spurs boy, become a fan show member. He has a super chat later that I'm not sure how I'll address it, but, thanks for the support, man, and you put it in there. Dark Sun G saying the only fault of Frank is subbing BJ on before subbing on Richarlison. I think, Dark Sun G, just to remember kind of the timeline of the game. I'm not giving excuses or anything here, but remembering the timeline. Dave, called out, why is Kudus going backwards there? He has people that he can play it to. And he was subbed off immediately after that moment where he played it backwards into Romero. So I wonder if Frank actually had a moment of frustration with Kudus where he felt like, you need to be helping me out here. You need to be leading these counterattacks. I need you to be brave on the ball. I need you to not sort of put us back under pressure. And also, I know, again, it's more on Romero than I would say Kudus, but the thing is that every player was forward. Like, that was a moment that the players clearly saw, listen, we can maybe create a chance out of this, on this break. Kudus, for whatever reason, decides again to take far too many touches than he needs to, and then is forced then to play backwards by taking too many touches and not playing any of the open players, and it leads to a goal. And I think Frank just sort of saw that as something he'd already been doing kind of all game. There were other situations where Kudus, it wasn't just one scenario, it was like multiple scenarios where Kudus just taking too many touches, being too selfish on the ball, trying to be this quarterback, type guy, and he's just probably had a head loss with it,
But this
Thomas Frank. So again, I don't really blame him for that, for being frustrated in that scenario.
this is where I am starting to get frustrated with Kudus. If he could actually learn to not always get the ball to feet and run in behind, he'd score a lot more goals.
Yeah.
He wants to score more goals, run in behind at times. Stop always looking for the ball to feet, especially when there's a player running forward with the ball. You don't need to run towards him and take the ball off him. It's fucking infuriating. Moments before that, like we're down to 10 men. When we get the ball, everyone in world football knows we have to break, and we have to break with pace. And then this guy gets the ball and he slows it down, wants to recycle possession, allows all of their 11 men back behind the ball again. It's just brain dead. It's lack of football IQ. And to be honest with you, I think the reason why Frank called him off is because he refused to do what Frank asked him to do at halftime, which was getting behind.
Yeah. PH Family saying Xavi gets himself a nice little break over Christmas. Good for him, with eye rolling emojis.
All the way across the New Year.
Yeah, fuck.
Guy's going back to Holland.
Now he can't really complain about, right? Not getting games consistently. He's
He's let himself down again.
Let himself down again. Xavi, a very silly boy, says Logan THFC, as well as Romero. He should definitely know better. Romero should know better 100%. Xavi, it's just like he's just being reckless, really, Xavi. It was just reckless. Like, I wouldn't really dig that deep into him. All I would say was it was a mistake. It was out of control. It was reckless. I also am of the belief it's not a red card, personally.
He was trying to do the right thing, put pressure on him and stuff. And if you look back at it, it's clear when he went to make the tackle. If you look at his standing leg that's implanted in the ground, he sort of slips.
Yeah.
It doesn't help his cause. It's just
there's no intent.
Trying to do the right thing. There's no intent to hurt Van Dijk, if you know what I mean. It's not reckless or rash or anything like that. It's just the right thing was there. Then he sort of slipped as he went to make the tackle, and it looks worse than what it was. But this is where I get frustrated with the referee. You're in and around the game. You should be able to feel there was no intent in that, and therefore that reduces it from a red to a yellow. You know what I mean?
Whereas, like, with Romero's, there's no excuse, really, because, like, Romero's, there is intent. Like, there is intent to kick out a Konate. As much as I think Konate was being an absolute wuss about it, like, there was intent to hurt Konate in that situation. Like, he did lash out. Whereas with Xavi Simons, it was just reckless. And, he just paid the price for it, really, but maybe more unluckily, paid the price for it is the way that I would put it. AK Shag saying BJ played okay. Kudus was awful. I would say they were both awful. Really, I feel like we're comparing turd flavored lollipops, to be honest, between the two of them. And then Canadian Spurs boy Daniel Osterreicher. I don't know how to take this comment, but he's saying I'm not condoning it, but I get why referees get threats in more impoverished areas. What the hell was that? That first 60 minutes plus a lack of discipline. The referee, his fingerprints were all over the game. Like, he never got control of the game. You start to see Spurs players, right, like throwing in these pretty brutal challenges on Liverpool because they felt like they were being hard done by. He just never really seemed to get, once the referee loses control of the game like that, it only spells trouble. So I think he has to sort of pull his hands up. And, like, there's moments where he's just giving these baffling decisions where, like, the Liverpool players are falling over just from players coming near them. He's blowing it up straight away. And then there was that one stage, Dave, where, like, Jed Spence, right, played that 1-2 with Bergvall. He gets bulldozed off of, the ball, when he's not even near it. It was a clear foul. Referee tells him to get up. You could see the players were starting to fume, because they just felt like the referee was just against them, throughout the game. And I think when that's the case, I think the referee then it's just going to have to take a lot of the criticism, to be honest, for that. Like, I can see in a way, I think the players have to be more mature, and I think they have to be more professional about it. Realize, that there's still a game to be played. I was losing my head, though, watching that. Like, I would also struggle to sort of keep my wits about me in a game like that, to be frank, because it was just every decision just felt ludicrous, really. So I could see why some of them were starting to lose their heads, to be honest.
Yeah, look, I can't lie. I've been in games where that's happened. It's so hard not to go for the referee. You're screaming in his face and everything else. I fully get it. I absolutely get the frustration.
Yeah.
But these guys are paid to rise above this. It's elite level. They should know.
It's not a Sunday league game.
Yeah, it's not Sunday league. They gotta learn to rise above it. And it's just the Romero one. I get the frustration. He's going, well, if this one's a free kick here, how's it not a free kick when he's pushed me in the back for the second goal? I fully bloody understand it. but don't kick out a Kanate right under the referee's nose, knowing there's VAR and stuff. It's just like the momentum was back in our favour. If he stayed on the pitch up front with Romero or Richarlison, we probably would have got another goal. We probably could have got something out of it, or it would have at least given us a better chance. And if we didn't get the equaliser, that's when you start rubbing it into the referee's face. You know what I mean? It's just, I do get it from a human level, but it's just stupid, you know? And then even near the end, we're wasting our own time by getting involved in squabbles, giving away stupid free kicks. And it's just like, but this isn't the first time I've seen this from this Tottenham team when we're chasing the game, giving away stupid fouls and petulance and stuff. When are they going to learn?
100%. Skunkwork saying, you watch that back. Konate plays a mean air guitar after he goes down. That's what I was saying. I thought it was pretty shameless from Konate. There are some other like I mean, people see me. I don't usually complain that much about diving and flopping because sometimes it's part of the dark arts, of the game. I just thought some of the ones from the Liverpool players were just like kind of pathetic, really. It was like they were playing more to sort of get players sent off than they actually were playing football. If they weren't really playing football, it felt like at times, Liverpool, they were playing to get people sent off. And it was like kind of watching like Atletico or something, the way that they were playing, sort of trying to like earn the referee's favor and everything. But maybe just showed how much of a stinker the referee was having, that they saw, listen, this guy's giving us a million calls here. These Spurs players are getting really upset by it. The crowd's getting really upset by it. Why not play into it? Why not, take that to our advantage? So maybe clever gamesmanship from them, but it was infuriating.
Well, they're allowed to do it, and the thing is, it's
You'd be stupid not to. Yeah. I guess. Yeah.
If Spurs players were doing that, I'll be applauding them.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair's fair. Jerome saying, so no Xavi for 3 games, and Romero also misses 1 game. Man, I just don't know where to go from there. It's the players that just let him down, Jerome. Like, again, like, I think, considering how you view the game, how you wanted Spurs to play, I think for the most part, you should be pretty satisfied, in terms of the way we set up. We were pressing Liverpool. We had, I think, 56% possession before that red card, right? We had the majority of the ball. We had chances. We were on top of them. They were struggling to break us down. Dave was saying they were just being forced to go long ball because we were blocking up the middle, but also not sitting off of them. Even when we went down to 10 men, we probably still created more chances at the end of the first half than they really did. Going into the second half, it's not like they were really peppering us or really causing us too many issues. I just think we let ourselves down today, to be honest, Jerome. And then, of course, which will be said a million times, I apologize, but of course the referee also played a huge factor, in some of the decision-making in this game. So I feel for Thomas Frank in that it's a tough road to go from here. Like, he's missing Xavi, who played pretty well for the most part, and then Romero, who is his number 1 center back and is his captain. Like, it is going to be tough ask to pick up points from here, but yeah, they're kind of letting them down.
If I am Thomas Frank, I'm walking into that dressing room and I'm like, for fuck's sake,
do me a favor.
How much pressure I'm under. Do me a favor. Like, just don't take stupid red cards. And that's 2 key players missing now for very important games. You got Brentford, who is sitting above us in the Premier League right now, despite beating them a couple of weeks ago. You've got Crystal Palace coming up. Look where they are. You lose that, they're another European spots are another 3 points further behind. And then you've got Sunderland coming up as well. These players are going to be missing these games. Romero's only going to be missing the Palace game because it's 2 yellows, which is good. But it's just like, if you're Thomas Frank, you're like, but I'm under pressure. Why? Why are you getting red cards? You know what I mean? It's just, I would be, if I'm the manager, I'd feel so let down, but I'd also go home and be questioning. The dressing room ain't with me. When shit like that's happening, they're just not with me. Yeah. It's stupid. I would be livid if I was Frank. Livid.
THFC till we die. Good to see you, though, Jerome. Hopefully you're okay. It was a bonkers game, man. Like, probably one of the hardest games, I think, to really summarize. I think, actually, Artist T did a fair job, actually, about summarizing it in a few words. THFC till we die. Dermotron saying rep was really, really bad. Bad loss. It's a tough one to take, Dermot, because it's not like we were really well beaten or anything. Felt like we actually deserved something from this game. We deserved a point.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just kind of like we beat ourselves, and the referee also kind of just played a part in it, too. But as much as I want to blame the ref, we also beat ourselves. That's just kind of
the referee started it, and then we just couldn't react to not getting.
Couldn't rise above it.
Do you know what I mean? Couldn't rise above it, and then we let ourselves down from there on out.
Yeah. I guess the person you have to feel most for, Dermotron. I know you want him out. I know you want Thomas Frank out, but me personally, I just feel like the last two games, I think the players have let him down. The last two games, really. I think Forest, they were just
Can't
awful.
help but go back to that quote from the pre-match press conference where it's like the buy-in is okay but not exceptional. It's clear that he knows some players ain't with him,
Yeah.
and the players have let him down the last two games, and I think it's starting to maybe beg the question: is the dressing room throwing him under the bus now?
Yeah. Canadian Spurs boy Donovan Osterreicher. Amen. Nothing is harder than changing a losing mentality.
Yeah,
We just didn't really show like we've been there before. Like you probably have seen other teams deal with that sort of ridiculousness from a referee. They sort of rise above it. At some stage, they sort of huddle together, sort of tell themselves, listen, we can't give in to this. We can't lose our heads here. Spurs did everything but that. They lost their heads. They sort of were too emotional. There were times as well, like when we had the 9 minutes of extra time, Bentancur like bulldozed a guy over unnecessarily, gave away a foul he didn't need to. There are fights, going on. Again, I sort of get it. Like emotions are high. We just sort of were chewing up our own injury time, at the end there. Like we probably could have had maybe one or two more moments to potentially create a chance, but we were just being our own worst enemy for a lot of this game,
mm,
to be honest, which kind of does speak to a losing mentality and a very emotional team at the moment as
you're on
well.
that,
Yeah.
and I remember saying something a while ago, Jacko, that one of Frank's biggest jobs was to come in here because it was acceptable. It was sort of acceptable to throw the league games last year because we were concentrating on Europe. It was something that he was going to have to come in here and try and stamp out, and sort of re-put into their minds that every single game matters. You can't just pick and choose your games. But then when you also come in and you say, I 100% guarantee you were going to lose games,
Hmm.
doesn't really go about setting and changing that mindset. When you also double down and you say, we only expect 10 good games a season, it's sort of it's not he's not doing enough to change that culture either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it's his job to get into the players. It is his job to change their mindset. It's half of his battle. It's just not. It's just not happening.
Take some final comments here. Everybody, appreciate all the support today. Thanks for trying to go through that absolute bonkers of a game with us as well. PH family
Yeah,
saying when the ref is against you, then you have to play a lot smarter. Don't play into his hands and give him every
yeah,
opportunity to punish you. I completely
yeah,
agree with that. Very smart comment from PH family. Super Yid is a member saying that is the worst refereeing performance of the season, and I watch pretty much every Premier League game except when the scum are playing. Um, yeah. If Xavi doesn't make a silly mistake, then we are potentially getting that win, says Super Yid. Liverpool were
yeah,
absolutely shit. That's the frustrating bit. It started even from Xavi's moment, man. Like it's
yeah,
just we potentially could have gotten a draw from this game had we kept 10 men on the pitch and didn't lose our heads and didn't make some of the mistakes that we did as well, just in possession. But also just looked like we were absolutely in the ascendancy and on top of them before Xavi got that red
yeah.
card. It just yeah, just
But it
spelled trouble.
changed.
It's like it was like a haunted day or something, you know what I mean?
It changed the game. As soon as that happened, we end up sitting back a hell of a lot more, which you have to do. So it meant then we couldn't get that sort of mid block on that sort of disrupted Liverpool, right? It changed the game. It played it into their hands really from there on.
Yeah. Colin Turner
Anyway,
saying, yeah, taking a
oh, go
couple
on.
more, then we'll wrap it up. Colin Turner saying it was hardly a kick; it was the back of his leg. Then Konate's reaction, you thought he needs to go to the hospital afterwards. That's what I'm saying. It was
Yeah,
pretty gross, some of the play acting from them. Ed Sweeting saying, no way Xavi intended to do that against his own national team captain. It was absolutely clumsy. I think he thought Van Dijk was just going to turn and then just completely misjudge the challenge.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like, I kind of feel for Xavi. I think you have to call a spade and just say it was reckless and a bit out of control. But it wasn't like it was any ill intent behind it, which is sometimes
yeah,
where I stand on, red cards. I feel like with a red card, there has to be sometimes. If it
yeah,
really wasn't like leg breaking tackle, even if it's accidental, if it's not like a leg breaking tackle or something like that, and it was accident, I don't know. What I mean to say is, it's just I think if there's clearly intent to hurt the player and it does look way out of control and clearly intent to hurt the player, 100% a red card. If it's kind of accidental like that, and to be honest, it didn't look that painful or that terrible. It looks worse when it's slowed down, sped up in normal time. It didn't look that bad at the end of the day. Van Dyke was walking completely fine afterwards. That's where I'm kind of at. But they had that decision to go against them last season. Not saying two wrongs make a right or anything, but maybe it's just the way the game
yeah.
is now. The game's gone. Daniel Field saying, cheers for the stream, though, lads. Appreciate you, Daniel. And thanks to everybody that was here with us for this. Please smash the like button on your way out if you haven't done already. And WC next time. Unfortunately, I do kind of got to rush out of here. I got some tours I have to make for some apartments and stuff. But we'll put out whatever content we can for you guys to wrap up the game. Actually, really difficult game, to be perfectly honest, to sort of wrap up.
Today, we'll be back Monday with a fan show and a debate show Tuesday. But before we do go, if we don't see some of you before Christmas and stuff, Merry Christmas, one and all. Happy holidays. Go and enjoy yourself with family. Forget about Tottenham, and we'll reconvene after Christmas.
Yeah. Have a good weekend, everybody. Not a great way to start it. Absolute crazy bonkers game. But hopefully you guys do have a good weekend. And hopefully you guys do have a great holidays. And Merry Christmas to all of you and happy holidays. And we'll see you all very, very soon. Come on, you Spurs. Tough one to take. See you, everybody.